Talk heavy.
Right?
We breaking generational curses over here.
Facts. Go.
It still ain't up though.
Yeah, it is.
It is? Oh. Oh!
I want the check.
Mic check, mic check!
Yeah. Ew.
Your favorite blender.
This is your favorite blend of ignorance and intelligence.
Yeah, let's go. That's us. That's us, dude.
You heard?
How's everybody feeling?
Chilling.
Feeling good, feeling great. How are you?
Check those cameras.
We came to talk real shit today. Like we're gonna rub some people the wrong way. Fuck it. That's what we're doing.
Don't we always?
That's what I'm doing now.
Don't we always?
I'm tired of sparing everybody's feelings, yo.
What's the
Oh, you thought I was done?
fuck you talking about, man? Talk
Nah.
to me nice.
Yo, we was just talking, and you know, it's real crazy because they be talking to us like we ain't who we are.
Right.
But then we just really got to talking, and we realized there's a bunch of six-figure people on this couch.
Facts.
Y'all better stop
Without a
stop
doubt.
playing with us. Like, you better stop really, yo. I remember when they was asking, yo, y'all still doing that little podcast thing?
Stop playing.
The
Little.
fuck is y'all talking
Nobody
about?
watches us, remember?
Nobody.
Watches us.
Nobody watch me.
Because we're
My
nobody.
homegirl got a 250,000 people on her joint watch me. I've already hit a couple milli already. Like, come on, man, stop it, bro.
Been viral
I already
multiple
hit
times.
6. The year ain't done. We thought I was done. Oh my God, no. Buddy, stop it. We still got a month left in the year. I already hit 100 bins. Stop it.
Like we really do the viral thing too. We've been viral multiple times. Don't let the little numbers you see fool you. We everywhere. We're on multiple platforms.
Talk heavy.
We out here working. Oh, and don't forget the theater shows.
Oh yeah.
We do that too.
And I just got a crib in downtown Lancaster. Oh yeah. And I just purchased a fucking Benz. Oh yeah, I forgot.
U Street Labs coming up in January.
my
Stay
God.
tuned.
Oh my
We
God.
back.
Stop it.
Sometimes you gotta tell them where you're coming from.
I'm tired of being humble, you know? Like,
December 18th, right?
The holiday extravaganza.
Holiday extravaganza at Stevens Trade Technical College.
And that's the
Facts.
thing. We
That's
gotta
to give
remind y'all that exactly.
That's to
We
give
get,
back.
but we give back too.
get back.
Second
really do.
annual.
We give
get
back,
back.
too. Yeah.
Second, really and a half, because
Yeah, right.
3 years ago we was outside.
Handing out toys and
Before we were
Outside.
U Street, we was outside handing out toys. Outside in the hood, in the projects. Shout out to what's that shit called?
That's why I don't even bother
what you
name
call
dropping,
'em,
nigga.
God, dog.
I forgot what it was called that quick. My fault, but you know, shout out to the Jacks
That's
in
why I
Lang.
don't even
There's only two of them. There's Almanac and
The one, the team.
Hillside.
Hillside.
Hillrise.
Yeah, Hillrise.
Hillrise. Shout out to Hillrise.
Sheesh.
I don't know how I forgot that. But yeah, we
didn't
was
live
outside in the cold. We had Santa Claus and everything out there. Then we did it real big last year, and you know, everybody.
We're doing even bigger this year.
And we're gonna do it bigger this year. Exactly right.
exciting.
So make sure y'all come out December 18th. We have an Eventbrite link. We will post that in the comments, but that's how you register to actually get your toys.
The event is free.
The event is free, but you have to register because you know,
We don't know how many people are coming through.
we don't want to leave anybody out. So make sure you get your tickets. I mean, not your tickets. Make sure you register on our Eventbrite that we will post in the comments. And we also get there early if you want to win a bike because we're giving out the tickets for the raffle. And we're also having an adult raffle for the adult table.
Bike, it's a wrap.
Yeah, we are giving out.
If I get the bike, I'm never gonna drive.
When I was young and I had my bike, like, you know what I mean, in summer you go riding with your friends. I think my bike had like 70K miles on it, yo.
Them bikes kept
shit,
us
my
skinny.
She said 70 came out. Goddamn.
Them bikes
My
kept us.
mongoose was fast.
Them bikes kept us slim.
You see what I'm
Mongoose,
saying?
that was like the most stolen bike ever.
Yeah, we should start like a bike crew now. You want to start a bike crew?
Yeah.
No,
I don't got
nobody
it.
want to stay in shape.
I
Just
wouldn't
me?
mind doing it honestly, but I need to make sure
I
we're
wanna
on
stay in
level
shape.
ground
First-
and where are we going because
I'll be
I
up.
can't do it like I used to,
Proof
like
of
on the
God,
bumps
baby,
and shit.
run
I can't do it,
We're all novices here.
and I'm clumsy.
I
be
don't.
getting busy.
I don't.
4,
Yeah, I don't.
4 or 5 in the morning. I be getting on my runs.
I was invited. Listen, you could tell I'm in new rooms because check this out. So I was invited, and I said yes, and you know I'm bugging. So I was in a room. You know, I'm in these different rooms now with different people, and I'm mingling with different folks. And I was invited on a ski trip
Oh, skiing
to
is
go
lit.
to go snowboarding
That's
on.
lit. Can I come?
And I'm like, I've never been snowboarding since. Well, one time I was snowboarding, and I was like 11.
It's hard.
So you talking about 30 years
I
ago?
thought it was hard too, but then I did it, and I just didn't know how to stop. I got mad close to the building. They was like, fall backwards, fall backwards. Yo, I took a tumble.
We were all drinking. We was having a good time. You know, everybody feeling good. They was like, you should come with us. And I was like, yeah, I'll come. Thinking that. I was like, no, seriously. I was like, all right. The next day I get the text like, you ready to go snow? I'm like, yeah, let's go. But I will be there because I am a man of my word. So I'm gonna take footage when I do
Where
actually
your
do
knee
that.
pads?
Yeah, we're going to the
You need
Poconos,
full
I think,
coverage.
or somewhere up by up
Do
by
you-
Strasbourg. I
You
think.
don't. You don't have to snowboard, do you?
This
It's
is
not
gonna be
okay
the
if you just
flyest
go.
thing on the ski round top. You gonna have
They said they're gonna get me like one of them level down planes where it's
right.
not like
Oh, the kids joint.
yeah. I'm gonna be
still
out,
scared.
and but wait,
You gonna
wait.
wear a headband?
I'm gonna buy a whole new fit for it. So
Wow.
I know.
you know I'm about to be crazy.
I
Like
know. We'll see the pictures.
I'm getting the Jordan goggles,
Oh,
the
bro.
snow. I'm going to be fresh when I'm out there. I might bust my ass when I get there,
You going
but I'm gonna be the best. I'm gonna be the best looking person on that
Last
hill.
nigga on
the
100%.
This guy out here with the super fly shit. That's a dangerous person. When you see the guy with the flyest shit on,
Oh, you know they're trash.
you know he's trash. Yo, you see a dude on the basketball court, he got the
Cleanest
flyest
uniform.
uniform.
Yeah, I
with the
ain't playing
flyest
ball
gear.
because I
He got
bust
the whole
I don't
booze
know.
on.
There was a time. I used to be fly
Bro,
on
you
the
came
court.
out-
And I was
you
busting
came out in
their
the
ass.
full
No, I wasn't
Chicago
doing
Bulls
that. I wasn't that.
jersey to get
You
up
can
there
say
to the
that.
ball.
You
The
can say
Michael
that for
Jordan.
football. You can say it for football because they be having uniforms clean as shit. How
Yeah.
are you that clean and y'all out here getting busy? No way.
You gonna have to. you
That
gonna
would
be
not. Well, you just don't get hit.
fresh to death.
No.
So either you're really good or you're trash.
You're gonna be. They're gonna.
I
know.
was clean. My uniform used to be clean, and I was nice.
Yeah,
I just
remember
didn't
that.
get hit.
That's in the blood.
I didn't get hit often, and when I did get hit, I didn't like it. So I tried not to get hit again.
You wanted to fight.
And I didn't play defense,
You
so
wanted to
there was
fight.
that too. Yeah, York especially. York used to
Uh-uh.
do dirty shit.
Don't do that.
No,
Don't
'cause
do that.
every time
Shout
I-
out to the Bearcats
yeah,
because once a
every
Bearcat,
time we-
always a Bearcat. Okay.
Every time we
Don't-
played York,
don't do me.
they
Y'all
knew
lost.
they knew who I was. They
Y'all
knew all
lost.
my family was. No, I never lost to York ever. Not in my 3 years.
Well, McCaskey has.
Not JV or varsity.
Several
We busted
times.
York's ass.
Ever.
But they knew who I
can't
was.
speak on that. That was in 1964.
Wow.
Oh.
See?
I'm
See?
just playing.
Oh.
I'm just playing. It took me a while to come back with that comeback, but it
Wow.
was good. It was
That's
a good one.
wild.
I love you, cuz you're not old.
But they would do dirty shit like they would like
Oh,
they would like
baby.
spit in my helmet and shit. They would like
What?
they would like twist my ankle under the pile. They would twist my ankle or bite and shit
They're supposed to do.
because the whole like the whole week leading up,
That's
they
how you play
would have
football.
my number and that's my shit. They would be talking like, oh, this guy, he's Stokes, blah blah blah. He Way, like the Way family, the Jamesons, all them families in York. They knew who I was because I was
Yeah.
related to them. So they made sure because everybody told
They
them
made
I was
sure
gonna.
to bite you extra hard.
They told them I was gonna bust their ass all week, so they would do dirty shit. But I still busted their ass. Like I had no less than 2 touchdowns every time I played York.
So it was the classic. He said that's what you're supposed to do.
What are you talking about? Ain't no fair fights.
Yo.
Punch and everything.
And it was fire.
I bet.
Told you.
It was fire. Like I was like, yo,
It locks
this
in the juice.
this making me say I shouldn't have talked bad about turkey like that.
Still good on. Unless it's turkey thighs,
It's-
I'm good on turkey.
I
It was
like
so
wings.
juicy and seasoned. Like
I
it was
like
it was
turkey
banging.
wings. I
Pause.
don't like the legs, but the wings is good.
Continue, sir.
I like thighs and breasts.
I like
That's
the
what I'm
thighs.
talking
If it ain't the
about.
thighs, I'm good on the turkey.
I hear that.
Wrap your thighs around. Oh
Speaking,
shit.
so did you get the turkey this week?
Hold on.
Nah, I made a brisket.
We went like 3
Well-
weeks, and we don't be doing the introductions. We just getting off tradition.
We do.
We be
We
tripping
do.
out this joint.
We came in hype.
Oh, yeah, 'cause they thought we were done.
Y'all thought I was
That
done.
thought we
Come
was
in and
done.
Billy he get me going. Talking about, yeah, these motherfuckers was talking crazy.
And we talking crazy.
Oh, yeah?
And I got y'all too, but hold up.
I don't pay
Hold
them
up.
niggas no mind.
We got Hollywood Bonnie in the building.
Bonnie the Body, I'm your daddy's favorite.
We got I Am Kanzi in the building.
Hey, hell, it's your boy Just Cans. I do it because I just can.
We got Alonzo Williams Jr. in the building.
Kill your masters.
Yeah,
And I am your host, Blast. We talking the city. This is Say Less Podcast, episode 191, and we are back. We're thinking about doing something special for episode 200, and we're going back and forth, and it's coming fast, and we would only have 2 months to plan. But if y'all feel that, let me know that y'all feel that. Hit me up.
Yo,
Did I
going
say
back
so?
and forth,
Did I say some
coming
poetry?
fast. Yo,
Yeah.
Wow.
shit's crazy.
A lot of innuendo. A lot of innuendo.
Yo, a lot of innuendo.
We want to do something special for 200, so
We are gonna do something special for 200.
yeah.
Gotta put it in the air, man.
That's
For
a fact.
100,
What should I tell you?
I remember for episode 100, we brought back some of the past guests, past hosts, I mean. And I'm going to just be honest, we can't do that because I don't speak to all the past hosts right now. So,
Yeah, I was like, damn.
yo,
I
It
came in
is.
like season 19.
It is what it is.
yo, for real, it ain't even no beef from my end, but I'm not going to go out my way to reach out neither because I'm not.
No, I'm not.
Because we don't miss you.
Uh,
How was your weeks, everybody?
Yo,
Kenzie, how was yours?
grind season.
Always.
This is the bankroll for me for the year.
You ate
surprised
good?
you're in town.
I know. This
I'm
nigga be
here.
That
everywhere.
boy's,
Nigga-
that man's,
Your name is Hollywood.
he's racking up the frequent flyer miles.
This guy got his SAG card over
You
here.
got that Frontier $600 package.
Nah, chill. I ride American.
I know that's
You
right.
hear me? Like, nah, listen.
Nah, he's on Virgin.
This guy was on Spirit last week. Stop it.
The receipts. Just for there.
So how was your holiday?
My week was a week. The holiday was good.
You
Yeah.
ate good?
I did. I think this is the
You ate
last.
buns?
This is the last day for leftovers.
It's the last day. Well, why you didn't bring none?
You don't got no leftovers, bro?
Why am I the one?
Because we tasted it. Because you
Didn't
could
say
cook
you
real
said you
good.
had food you was
How
getting
many
from
days do
somewhere?
leftovers get?
I
said
said
He
if
did.
you
He
come-
invited us
I
over
said if
yesterday.
you come by.
I'll go to your house
This
right
ain't
now.
Right.
This ain't
I'll
Uber
take you home,
Eats.
actually.
You definitely could have brought a spread in. You could have
Yeah,
brought the
your
spread
shit
in,
is-
and I would have brought
Wow.
my microwave. See,
Wow.
We out, bro.
That's a lot.
No, I'll just go there.
that's
Listen,
real
you
shit.
don't wanna
Why
throw
don't we
away
have a
food.
microwave
No,
office?
I'm going.
I need to talk to the owner.
freezing stuff.
Oh, you're freezing
What?
stuff. You gonna make a turkey salad?
Like, what are you talking
Nah.
about?
Turkey
Yo,
salad
there's a
slaps.
crime. Call the police. You are the police.
I made a
What are
brisket.
you talking about, bro?
You made.
Oh, you made a brisket? How many pounds?
Moist brisket.
Good question. It's pretty heavy because I made 2 of them.
I'm a good brisket maker.
Are you?
I do good with briskets and biscuits.
Briskets and biscuits.
Yeah, no, I'm freezing stuff. Ain't nothing getting thrown out.
I was about to say don't.
Nah, but did you like marinate your brisket overnight?
I had the rub on it like
You got the
all
rub.
day.
Yeah, you gotta have the rub on
And
the
then it
brisket. You can't make the brisket without the rub.
Cooked all night. What I forget what I put in the rub. I made
All
it
right,
myself.
we gonna stop talking about it.
But it cooked all night from like 1 to 10.
My sister killed
Did you eat buns this week?
I don't eat bread like that. So nah, I didn't have
so
any.
clever.
I
You
didn't
don't
have
like
any.
starches?
Ever so clever.
I do like my. I don't eat bread that much. I have a sandwich here and there.
Ah, so you like thin buns? You look a little nervous.
I
Zo.
like my buns
Zo got ass
robust.
this week.
I like my buns robust.
Damn.
Robust buns.
Look,
That's a good way to describe buns. I like it. I'm feeling it.
robust.
I like my buns robust too.
I like my girls BBW.
Robust buns glazed.
Suck
Yo,
your
so-
and eat some lunch with you.
Oh, also this past Monday, I went to the the open mic at the House of Pizza.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be dope.
Yeah.
It's like a it's like a
Concrete Rose.
There's stuff going around.
Concrete this week.
It was. I went.
Shout out to Concrete Rose and everything
It
they're
was-
doing now.
Shout out
I
to
think.
Concrete
Was it?
Rose.
It might have been, but it was fire. It was a good time.
Yeah.
Freddie performed. Shout out to my baby daddy.
That's cool.
Mm.
I have not been to Concrete Rose yet because my schedule's been so
Nah,
crazy.
you gotta come.
But people from the team have been over there. I've heard a number of great things about there. So
It was fire.
I hear about the wine selection. I will be over there for that.
I heard about the wings. I didn't get to try the wings. It's right across from the bottom.
I didn't know they had
What's the
food
bottom?
too.
It's
Caps.
I think that they got hors d'oeuvres, right? Like
They have wings. I just saw a lot of wings, and I wanted some, but I didn't have time. I was eating Spice Kings that night. Shout
Shout
out
out
to
to,
Spice Kings.
Avita and Solis. I think her wife's name is Solis. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. But they're the ones who opened that, and they've been. I follow them on social media, and I've watched them build that. So shout out to that whole
Yeah.
movement over there. But yeah, I went to the House of Pizza thing, the open mic at the House of Pizza, and Dom and
Thunder.
Dom and Thunder hosted it, and it was pretty official. It was pretty. You know, every time Dom and Thunder's in the building, it's some official shit.
They're doing their thing out here, man.
They really are.
They're doing their thing. That's what's up.
I love
Yeah.
me some. I love me some Dom. Dom and Thunder is. They're really good. Naive was in the building too. Shout out to Naive. Her voice. Oh my god. Her
Peace,
voice
Yeah.
is amazing.
peace to the spoken word movement.
Yes, yes. 'Cause
In
it's
Lancaster.
on fire right now.
Yeah, I'd like to think that we had a part to do with the resurgence of the spoken word movement.
Yeah.
Definitely set the trend for that.
There's so much young talent coming up, and I think in the future of Boomerang, we're gonna do a lot of the mixing of the veterans and the young and up and coming. That's why we go to these open mics, even the open mics with comedy. Like we try to find the people who aren't moving around yet, like the gems, the diamonds in the rough. You know what I mean? And you know, sometimes it's a hit, sometimes it's a miss. It's usually a hit though. Like
Yeah,
so.
we haven't really. We don't miss, cuz don't do that.
We don't miss. But there has been some.
Talk heavy.
Yeah, we don't miss.
That's what got y'all to the show, man.
We didn't really have a bad show. I'm not gonna like the
It's-
quality of the shows have never wavered.
Such a humility.
They not going to. It's the vibe that only
Sometimes
you
you gotta let
Street can
them know.
provide.
You gotta let them know I'm talking shit. We're outworking you. We're gonna keep outworking you.
100%.
You
I
can't
saw
fuck with
somebody.
me.
Well,
talk a lot
I
of
think
shit
I already
'cause we
mentioned
can
this
back
before.
it
I'm
up.
not giving him no more airplay. But nobody really has done what we have done in this city.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to be clear because some people think that they have, but they haven't. They might have done a version of a section of what we do,
It
a
wasn't
part
this.
of what we do,
It wasn't this.
but it wasn't this.
You know they used to hate when you said we working over here.
They hate it.
They used to hate that.
They hated it.
They used to
and
hate that.
and they used to question the bread that we was getting when we said we was working over here. I think we need to bring that back. That was my shit anyway. I only dropped it because but that was my shit too.
We only
But
dropped it because y'all made it corny.
right. But yeah, we have set trends, and not only have we set trends, but
We're going to continue to set them
Yeah.
all 2023. Stay tuned.
It ain't over.
questioning what we was doing, like we
And
was
ain't
broke
done for
over
this
here.
year neither.
Like we was broke. You
How
better
you
put some
stealing
commas
money
in our
and we
checks.
broke?
You better put some
Never
commas in
mind.
our checks. Fuck
don't
you
like-
talking about?
Like real shit.
I'm just going to remove the microphone because I just said.
Like seriously.
Yo, but let's get into that. I don't want to talk too crazy. But so the
Oh,
AMAs,
mine.
Yeah, I don't care. My checks have comments.
Yeah.
the AMAs, they canceled Chris Brown's performance. Chris Brown was supposed to do a basically tribute performance because it was the 40th anniversary of Thriller, and they canceled it without much notice after he practiced and was already confirmed, and they told him, no, we're not airing that. And eventually they came out and said they just didn't feel right having a woman abuser. They didn't feel right having a woman abuser showing tribute to child molester or an alleged child molester, and I thought that was corny.
It was real corny.
Because y'all knew that when y'all already, like, when you put it on paper, confirmed it, you knew exactly who he was. And at what point do we let people's past be the past? Because I don't know about y'all, but I'm not the same person that I was 5 years ago.
Hell no. I don't think
You
any
know
of
what
us
I
are.
mean? Like, that's
none of us are.
crazy to me. I'm not the same person I was 5 years ago. Doesn't matter what I did 5 years ago or what I tolerated. I'm not doing it today.
Absolutely not.
Because when you know better, you fucking do better. Why they ain't let that man perform? And they lost a lot of viewers.
There's shit that I got caught up in my because this was. Let's be clear. When Chris Brown and that Rihanna incident happened, nobody's condoning that. But he was a very young man.
He
Wasn't that like
young as
13 years
fuck.
ago?
Yeah.
And what's Chris
yeah.
Brown like? 30 now? Is he 30?
He's got to be at least 30.
No, he's been out for
He's 30,
like
like
16 years.
early
something like
30s.
that.
Early 30s.
But that happened. I think he was still like. I think he was like
He was-
19.
Like he was early 20s. So
Like,
But
at what point do we stop making someone pay for what they did in the past? Rihanna herself has forgiven him.
you think Rihanna's daddy let it go? You know who I'm talking about.
Hove.
I don't think any. I haven't heard
plot
nobody say that.
twist.
I haven't heard nobody say that, and that's the first thing I thought.
Plot twist.
Well, you think he
I mean,
He might have had.
he has the power to do it? And from what I heard, he does not like Chris Brown behind the scenes because of the incident. Like he hasn't spoke to Chris Brown since.
I mean, you
From
can't
what
really.
From what people say.
You can't blame him because if you look at it like this, what if that was me and somebody whooped my ass like that? 10 years from now, y'all not gonna be dapping him up like, "What's up, bro?"
No.
no.
You see what I'm saying? So I don't blame him for that, but we need to forgive him if she did, especially. And at the end of the day, I don't ever want to justify it because it's not justifiable. No man has rights to put his hands on a woman. But often we don't know what happened behind the scenes. Like, how do we know she didn't fuck him up too? You know
Well,
what I mean? Like,
in his documentary, he said
not that it's right because it's not right, but
in his documentary, and this doesn't make it right, but in his documentary, he said that like she grabbed his genitals and bit him or some shit, bit his face, and that's when he. And this is Chris Brown's recounting.
yeah,
of
I
it.
don't agree with it by any means whatsoever. But we need to forgive him and move forward, especially again because she has.
And especially because the people that complain the loudest are usually the ones with checkered past themselves.
And
Like none of us have been perfect our whole lives. I don't care what you did. Like you've done dumb shit as a kid. We
Why
all
do
do because
people-
you're
why
coming
do
up,
people
bumping
do
your head,
that?
learning.
Like, I feel like I've done so much in my life too, and I'm sure y'all have as well. And the one thing that you did wrong or one fuck up that you had, they always want to talk about that. Like, they don't want to talk about the growth that you displayed. where you
Especially
are
if it didn't
today.
hurt you personally.
Exactly. Nothing to do with you
Those people are the
whatsoever.
ones that have the most to say.
Like I just said, Rihanna forgave Chris Brown. They've talked. They was actually, I think, trying to date at one point
again,
before she was with A$AP Rocky. You know, like they had actually tried to date after that, and then whatever, it didn't work or whatever. I think, matter of fact, that's when Chris Brown and Drake fought over her. That was after the incident, right?
Yeah.
That was over Rihanna.
Drake's name is Casanova.
That's how we know Rihanna got that.
Casanova.
his name is not no cat.
That's how we know Rihanna got that snapper.
Listen,
Look at Rihanna, bro. Like, just look at her, bro. Like,
she's from Barbados. Those
yeah,
Caribbean
like you know
women.
that joint's dripping with purity. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Caribbean
That
women.
mango come from the sea.
I'm acting like I didn't hear that.
Under the sea.
I think it's crazy that they got him so late in the game though. Like you see the videos of the rehearsals and stuff.
Oh, they look like they was about to kill that shit too.
See, but you
Yeah.
think about it.
The
he
rehearsals
did.
were so fire.
He already did a tribute for BET.
Yeah.
And that shit was.
This one had Sierra involved. Did you see like
Listen,
Sierra
yeah, I
was in?
did.
She was killed. I was like, yo, that was about to be crazy.
It's all right though because somebody else is gonna pick up on it and they're gonna monetize on it as well. Because
BET gotta come get that. BET, I don't
it
care.
again, run
The
that
Source
back.
Awards.
The only thing about BET is if they
Soul
do it,
Train
I'm not gonna
Awards.
see it.
My man said the Source Awards.
Now we gonna see it because it's gonna be on
I
YouTube
said- I
afterwards.
said I'm not
Man,
going.
those
Oh well,
awards don't
YouTube,
even
yeah.
really pop
Yeah.
up for me.
It's gonna be on YouTube.
BET don't
Huh?
get no airtime.
Both of, like the Source. They used to have like
Cardi B
18 mad.
performed
In
as
the
well.
90s,
Nah,
there was
Source
like
is
18
done.
award shows. 18 award shows. Like, you know what I mean?
There
The
still
Source
is. We just
Awards,
it's just
the BB Black People Matter award show.
You know what the-
Source,
you know what the
the
difference
source
is
used to
now?
mean something until they gave Benzino and his crew 5 mics. Like that was the beginning and the end for the source. Their credibility got lost.
huh?
What'd you say? What were you saying? You forgot.
Oh, there's still a bunch of award shows. It's just with us being able to watch the cable that we want and not
What
have
they
to
have
flip, not,
broadcasted.
not flipping through 40 channels only.
I'm not watching an entire any entire award show in 2022. Like none of them are. They're not good no more.
I used to only
I came up when Michael Jackson went to the AMAs and when he first did the moonwalk on the stage. I remember that.
like I remember I
And
seen
that was like the moment. Like you don't understand when this motherfucker glided across the stage. Nobody did that. Like there was nobody dancing like that back then.
like
So
I remember-
everybody was like, "Yo, what the fuck
yeah,
is he
'cause
doing?"
when he
Like,
did the moonwalk, they were like,
he did it was like he had the sequin socks with the glove. It was over. He threw his hat.
like I was just watching that the
Yo,
other
the
day.
wording for me. He said the sequence sucks, bro.
I was watching it the other day. Like I was like 8, I think, when that
I like that
Motown
record.
25 Joan, and I was watching it. You know, I was watching the thing first. That him and Jackson 5 were back together.
That's what it was. The Motown 25.
Yeah.
But
Him and his brothers came out and they, you know what I'm saying, they did all
that's
that.
when the Victory album came
and then he did the Billie Jean by himself. Like
I was
out.
not.
Dum.
Unpopular opinion, I was not crazy about Michael Jackson. I was scared of Michael Jackson. I was horrified. Like after the Thriller video, I was scared as fuck.
that
Like
used to be my favorite
What
song.
about his music?
his music is fire. Rock With You is one of my favorite songs. I like his music, but I was scared to death of Michael Jackson because of Thriller.
Yo, Michael
I was
Jackson.
mad young, you know what I mean? So when that shit used to come on the TV, I was like,
Michael Jackson. You know you're dope when
mad,
you're
big-eyed, all doe-eyed. Like,
when your music
I was shook.
when your
My
music
sister
stands
used to
the
play
test
that
of
shit, and
time.
I used to listen.
Bruh.
Michael Jackson's music still sounds good today.
Yeah.
Yo,
That's when you know your music is it
it is.
because it's timeless.
Yeah.
I have a Michael Jackson playlist that I play at least once every 2 weeks. Like it puts me in a certain mode. He has at least 30 songs that
That
will
play on the reg.
that will be
Like,
Buddy,
yeah.
I
I
go to
even-
work. I'm going to work. Smooth Criminal comes on at least
What?
once or twice. And then I be hitting the drum, like.
When I got into listening to the Jackson 5.
That Remember the Time video was fire, though. I will give
All
it
his
that.
That's my
videos.
favorite Michael song. Remember the
Remember-
time is my favorite
Yo.
I
Michael
don't know
song.
if I ever.
Anybody who see me online in
I
the
want
Michael
to
Jackson
love
experience
you.
got a taste of
Pretty
The only song I
Young
probably
Beat
said
It,
I don't
Thriller,
like that.
Remember the Time. Those are the ones.
Pretty
Like,
Young
how you
Thing
remember
was
that?
My shit.
Yo,
I
because
like
it's-
Rock With You.
We weren't alive in like the we call it the
Nah,
end
not
of the-
like that.
We weren't alive in like the 70s, but when disco was disco, and disco was like the thing, it was the biggest music in the world. Mike did Off the Wall and made disco sound like the best thing that's ever happened to music. Off the Wall was one of the greatest albums, and it came out before I was born, but I've heard it,
Off the Walls.
and
hard.
it's still great. It's still a great ass album. Then he came with Thriller after that,
Like, even
and then
the,
Bad after that. Like it was like
He was like, boo boo, I am
Jackson-
the greatest ever.
the Jackson 5 stuff after they left Motown, they were doing disco, and that junk was that, that Blame It on the Boogie and
Yo, I
Dance
was-
Machine.
And and I don't want to offend nobody, but this shouldn't offend nobody because he was found innocent and everything else he paid out of court. He was never found guilty of anything having to do with children.
And them cats
So
were lying on him.
why? And some of the people that came out were proven to be liars already.
It's like that
So-
one on the HBO doc. The one was saying he was raping him in the second floor of the train station on
And it
Neverland
wasn't even- it
Ranch,
wasn't even built
and
yet.
it wasn't even built yet.
It wasn't even, yeah, exactly.
come
That's what I'm
on,
saying.
man.
So, but why?
He said it wasn't even built
It wasn't
yet.
even built yet.
How can the AMAs hold against Michael Jackson? Like when they threw him in, like we didn't want this representing this. First off, how can you not do any kind of tribute for Thriller, which is the biggest selling, one of the probably, arguably to a lot of people, the greatest album ever created.
Now, this cat's
And-
like
and-
15 times Diamond.
Yeah, like.
And
like
you don't do a
150 million
tribute for that
copies.
because of allegations. Who else is held to that standard? That's what I want to know. Because
know what it is.
let's jump into some other shit.
Yeah.
How do you hear? Do we hold that against anybody else who's not been convicted of something?
No.
I mean,
Michael Jackson. Like,
Just black people.
have we blackballed any white legends? Let's just put it out there for allegations.
nah.
Like, if you go to Memphis, Tennessee right now, there's still shrines of Elvis Presley everywhere all over the city. He's everything in Memphis. This man married a 14-year-old. Nobody talks about this.
You know
But
why.
he actually did that. We know he did this.
You know why.
And they condemned every black person that ever. They're condemned. Like, there's no coming back from it.
Kyrie got
I
a
just looked up net worth for R. Kelly the other day. That nigga's net worth is like -$2 million.
wow.
Word. Like,
I mean, they
it's
ain't getting their money
negative-
back.
-2.
Negative 2
I don't
mil.
know how you.
Hey, that'll come off in 7 years.
I feel like R. Kelly wasn't building his like he didn't handle his business right. Because there's no way you create all of those hits.
Who's
This
getting
n-
paid
and
off
your
them?
bro-
Because somebody's still getting paid.
Somebody's getting
He must
paid.
don't own
Because
any of
niggas
his
is
masters.
stepping in the name of love every day.
Like, how can you produce all that stuff
And that's the thing. He didn't just perform. He
produced,
sang,
got paid.
produced, and wrote all of these albums.
for everybody?
And for other people.
He lost
hits.
it all.
Like R. Kelly probably has more hits on the chart than any other R&B artist ever.
Like, how
and,
much?
And he's broke.
How much
In
did he
jail,
make
but he's
off of
broke.
Anytime, Any Place remix, or his version, or Changing Faces, or Aaliyah,
12.
or
He
I
wrote
mean-
that song for Michael when he was naked with his wife in the video. He was naked with Elvis
You
Presley's
Are-
daughter.
Was that You Are Not Alone?
You are not
Yeah.
alone. Yep.
he married the Kang's daughter, married a nagger.
Yo, but Michael Jackson was so
there it
gangster.
is.
He married Elvis Presley's daughter and then bought the Beatles' whole catalog. Fuck all of y'all. Everybody else who's as big as me, I own you now.
Bruh.
Now who's bigger than
And
me?
it's funny, like when I
No
hear
one.
when I hear a Beatles song on a commercial or something like that, like Michael Jackson's estate is eating off of that.
Yep.
They had to pay for that one.
I just listened to his Caucasian children. They had an interview, and they
Baby blanket.
Blanket might be his, cause Blanket looks like Joe.
Does he?
He did.
a Caucasian
I feel
Joe.
like Paris.
No,
Them kids don't.
It's just
I've
Blanket.
been around mixed kids. I have a mixed child.
Yeah.
I've been around mixed kids my whole life.
Yeah.
Michael's kids do not look mixed. I'm just saying, like they not none of the mixed kids I came up with.
But Michael wanted to be that other. Anyway.
My kids don't look like J. Cole. They don't look like Obama. They don't look like Colin Kaepernick.
They look like two babies.
They look like Sally Struthers,
They look like
Two babies.
Keanu Reeves.
This nigga says.
Yo, what are we talking about?
Keanu Reeves.
He said,
Brothers.
yo, my man said Keanu Reeves.
Yo.
What? Tell the truth.
Blanket might be.
See, but
Yo,
you
tell the
can't-
truth, shame the
you-
devil.
But you really can't.
Yeah, but
Go
Michael
off
Jackson's
a
so
look.
rich.
Those were his though.
Michael was
You
so
can't.
rich,
He
he
took care
was
of
like,
them.
yo, I want you to turn those
They're
embryos
eating off his
into-
estate, so they're
Yeah,
his.
and you can't
Yeah,
really
Keanu
take it
Reeves.
off of looks because if you think about it, like
They're not.
I
his.
have some cousins that look different. You know what I mean?
That's
Like
because they got different dads.
Ooh.
And the mother of his kid
No,
looked like
that's
Mrs.
just-
Doubtfire.
never mind. Huh?
The mother of his kid looked. The mother of his kid looked like Mrs. Doubtfire.
Let's not do that.
Is it?
Where is she anyway?
She got her face in a pie.
Wow!
They weren't even.
Wow!
Matter of fact, do those kids have a relationship with that woman?
Well, Michael Jackson.
Does
didn't
Blanket
even
and
have-
Pillow talk to
And
to
Pillow.
Miss
Michael
Doubtfire?
Jackson didn't even have
Wow.
sexual relations with that woman.
I can't unsee
I can
it.
believe that.
He didn't. He inseminated her.
Wow.
Blanket and Pillow
what?
do not
That
know
kid-
that woman.
He never did that. He was always so
I-
doped up that he wasn't getting
At the end of the
Yeah,
day,
that man
Michael
was on
Jackson
crazy.
said
He
those are
wasn't
his
getting
kids.
nothing.
Yeah, I
so
seen that.
we will take his word for
Did
it.
I
he,
seen that
did he
thing
have
about
sex
him.
with her?
No.
No. He was too doped up for any of that action.
Yeah.
What do
Could you imagine Mike sleeping with Miss Doubtfire?
Wow.
Can you you imagine missing a single with anybody? I can't never see Mike getting cheeks.
I don't like that visual.
Like I don't even know what
I
that like.
don't want to think about that.
Yeah, I don't like that visual.
Mike was in that box like,
No.
Yeah, like it just doesn't. The math don't work for me,
You know
bro.
what?
Annie,
Like,
are you okay?
you know what's crazy
No,
though?
but he made that song about Diana. So
And Billie Jean too.
Yeah.
Like I remember as a kid, I was singing that song, and like when I got older, I was like,
Listen,
yo,
Michael Jackson is a fucking legend, but I'm not fucking.
I was like, he's just denying his son.
back in the
yo, that
80s,
lady, he had,
Michael the cheeks.
when they showed that woman that came out that said, I'm the mother of the
Black,
kids.
give him the cheeks.
Tell the
he was
truth.
black, he was kind of cute.
Nah, tell the truth.
What?
When you first saw that lady who he had kids to, what'd you think?
I laughed.
I was like, we all had a chance.
Yeah.
But let me stop doing that.
Could you
because
even
some-
imagine Mike clapping
Some
cheeks?
of the
That's what I'm
ugliest-
saying. You can't see it.
I don't
right?
want to. I don't want
He
to. I don't want to think
moonwalking
about.
that pussy.
You don't
Stop
know.
playing.
But hold up, but Prince was clapping
Hold
heavy
up.
cheeks.
This sounds crazy. Though, because
And Prince looks similar to Mike.
Black Mike, I feel like Black Mike was getting cheeks. White Mike,
You guys
doing
are gonna get
weird
us
shit.
canceled
Why?
he just got
because
weirder. He was too dopey. Like you just.
Because
What
Mike
you call-
can't. We're talking about
He's like, I
Mike.
hate
you
touring.
guys are gonna get us canceled.
They said Madonna had him scared to death.
I'm all doped up, man.
Madonna.
Madonna scares me right now.
She had Mike on his heels.
Madonna got some bodies.
Yes, she do. Madonna back.
There's a lot of, and she's still posting like half naked pictures on the
Yeah,
internet.
she's wilding.
She got OnlyFans.
There's a lot
Wow.
of people who like her.
Nah, she just got Instagram.
Her body record is crazy.
She ain't getting none of Mike though, cause she had that man on his heels.
They said Mike used to talk in a deep voice when the cameras was off.
Are you serious?
Yeah, they said he used to be like, I just don't want no problems. They'd be like, cut, Mike. Yo, so these niggas think I'm playing, man.
Yeah, they are from Gary, Indiana.
No, did you see that one Jordan? The move on there. It was a Jordan. It was like he kept it a bean. He was sitting there. He was like, "Yeah, I hate touring. Like I real life hate that shit. Like that shit's whack." He was like, "Yo, cut, Mike. You can't say that, Mike. Mike, you gotta tell him that you do it. Fine. That's what you want. Go now.
Did you see?
I love touring. It's awesome.
Did you see when?
That's what you want, right?" I was like,
Did
"Yo."
you see when they were in the limo and the girl was flashing and he was like, "Look at the titties."
Yeah, that's it. Look at the titties. Yo, she got titties.
Yo, not look at the titties.
Look at the titties.
I
No,
always
they had
imagine.
that documentary. They had parts on there that creeped me out, though. I ain't gonna hold. When he was like, when they were talking about like the "This Is It" joint, and he was like, "I wanna be the best." That best. And he sounded like the craziest dope head.
When he was on drugs, he was
Yeah,
high.
and I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
"Ooh,
I didn't
that's
like.
scary."
I didn't need to hear
That's
like
scary.
high.
Yeah, when I seen
Sounded
how
like a
much
ghost, you
how
know
much
what I mean?
drugs he was taking, it was
I was
like,
like, damn.
man.
That
You are
purple-
immortal.
But you gotta really think about it. Like dudes like that, him and Prince, like they, like all them jumping around, spinning, dropping on your knees, and
Yeah, and they're in their
like,
50s, 60s.
and you doing that for 30, 40 years. That should take a toll on your
Nah,
body.
look at Maxwell.
He wasn't dancing.
Shout out to
and jumping
Maxwell.
around.
I'm going to see Maxwell this
Maxwell got
Friday.
them mega
Man,
knees,
Maxwell
okay?
ain't danced.
No, he ain't no
20 years-
dancer.
He took 15 years old.
Look
years
at
old.
Genuine.
He took
Genuine don't look like he
You
used
see
to.
how rusty he is.
Genuine don't look like
He needs to
20-year-old
look like a-
He
Genuine.
needs to get in the Fame studio and get back on that.
Yeah, my man.
He
Yo,
look,
he went from.
he look like a drunk uncle now.
Yeah.
Did you see they got the big head? The big head.
Yeah, he got the mascot out there and shit.
Doing the same dance. Yo, that's crazy. At least he can laugh at himself, and that's what's up.
Yeah.
He can laugh at
That's
himself.
important. What else happened this week? What else? We always go
We-
way left.
yeah, we did. We definitely did. Jerry Jones was in the news this week. Jerry Jones, the
Racist
owner
ass.
of the Dallas Cowboys.
Are we surprised?
Nah, we already knew that.
So a picture turned up of him and his teenager. They said he was 14 or 15 years
He was with
old.
the Proud Boys. It's like, no, I'm playing.
He was with a group of white
supremacists.
kids harassing the Little Rock Nine, who were black kids trying to integrate into a white school, right? That was
Yeah.
and
Brown Board of Board of Education type ish.
yeah, once that passed, and they started letting black kids go to white schools.
Making black kids
a lot
go
of
to
the
white
first
school.
black kids who were permitted to go went through some shit. Like we've seen that in a couple places. We know the stories.
Yeah, that's a part of history they don't want to teach.
Yeah,
So there's a question right there. So how come he did that? I don't see nobody canceling him for real. And Chris Brown did what he did, and you can't perform here, you can't perform there.
Jerry Jones been rich for a very
R.
long
Kelly's
time.
negative $2 million.
There's
R.
a-
Kelly
there's a
was
difference.
doing the most, bro.
But here's the other thing.
Like, you know
Yeah,
what
he
I mean?
was, but I'm saying like
I almost,
His money's long.
he did
I-
something wrong.
it's
wrong.
I almost was like, well, Jerry Jones is a billionaire and he's a millionaire, but we just saw Kanye get his billionaire.
That's what I'm
status
saying.
He,
from-
like
Look at Kyrie.
he just got his billionaire. He went from grand opening to grand closing. Jerry Jones
That
Jerry
sounds like a
Jones
bar.
owned the Cowboys since what, 89?
Now, let me say this.
His money been long.
When I say
He-
I wasn't surprised, that was my initial reaction. When I saw it, I was like, I'm not
I
surprised.
wasn't
Jerry
surprised
Jones.
either. At all.
When I see an 80-year-old white man that talks with a Southern slang, I already have prejudice. Like, just because I'm programmed that way. Like, I'm programmed to see older men from the South.
You can just hear him calling you
part
boy.
of me already is like, you have to show me, like,
You can hear him
you
calling
have to
you
prove
boy.
to me that you're not racist.
Calling you boy. You can
Yeah,
hear it.
like
Yeah.
that just
Come
it's
here,
it's
boy.
not that far fetched in my head. So
Yo, just like
But-
that thought, that's crazy because I think that's the same way on the other side.
but it's a prejudice though. Like that's not a good
soon
thing.
as I see a
That's
guy
a-
with red dreads and he's like 200 pounds with mad tattoos and a beard, I immediately think North Philly and he's gonna shoot
Yeah,
me.
but
I immediately think Kensington.
But I'm just being honest. Like I'm actually speaking now from a place where people won't say. Like I'm speaking of a place from a place where like we all have these prejudices. We just don't speak on them.
Oh yeah, it just
I
made me
mean-
think like that.
I
I was
mean,
like,
just-
damn, is that how they think?
But also like Jerry Jones has done some shit. Like he's done some questionable things throughout his career. Now also I have heard a lot of his black players throughout the years, even the ones who played in the past, they love Jerry Jones. They speak very, very highly of this man. So
That's
I don't
'cause
know.
He paid them.
Now in this picture, like
He paid them.
to be fair, he does look like he's a little in the back.
He's right there.
And he's not. It doesn't look like he's actively going in on these
He
kids.
was walking with his
Okay.
friends.
He's just he's not close enough to touch him. That's all.
He looks like
What
he's.
the
It looks like he's more like
Yo,
I don't know. He is there. He's present. It doesn't look like he's active with harassing in the picture at least. So I don't know. I don't know what to think.
Like-
But I wasn't surprised.
He was talking about he was there.
We're talking about Arkansas in the 1950s.
50s.
yeah, straight after you were born.
I'll take that. But like
I'll take that.
I'm not going to a protest. I'm not going to a protest to not protest. He said he went because he was curious.
He said he was curious.
right.
You don't look curious. You look like you was in the middle of everything. You wasn't in the back watching.
He
But
was
also,
You was in the thick of it.
we just spoke on this. It'd be hypocritical for us not to point out that we just spoke on people can grow.
Yeah.
So even if we're looking at it from that kind of lens that would offend us,
Has he said
We-
anything about it?
he said he was curious, like he wasn't.
He said he wished he did more for as far as the with the whole racial thing. He said he wished he did more.
See, but that's the thing about it. He's sorry. Or what? Did he say he was sorry?
No.
So he didn't even say he was sorry, but he still did something, and it was all those years ago. Chris Brown did shit all those years ago.
Yo, but the thing about it is,
But
he-
yeah,
he
but
really
but
do
but,
a
but we
sorry.
but we just said that was wrong. So
Did he do one?
we just
It's
need.
only wrong because he's
We,
white.
no, we need to
I'm
not.
just saying.
We need to not have Chris Brown's thing be wrong neither. Like we need to not hold people. And I'm not saying like I don't know if he's racist today, but I'm saying like
But
if
in all
I'm 80,
fairness,
if I'm 80 years old and you bring up some shit from when I was
in all
15,
fairness,
all y'all can SMD.
in all
Like, what are you
fairness,
talking
in all
about?
fairness, it was still put on the table. It needed to be put on the table. We don't got to talk about it or dwell on it because he's grown or whatever. But
I'd
you still
imagine
did it.
People
I'd imagine
people are always
What
going
did
to
he
hold
do?
it.
to
I'd,
him?
the
Like,
fact
what did he really do?
the fact that there's not black people in power in the NFL
He was a thug. He was
by
in the
large,
crowd.
I would imagine that over half of them owners are racist. So what are we talking about?
Yeah.
They don't hire no black coaches. They don't hire no black execs, hardly. So what are we talking about? We know they're racist.
Mm-hmm.
The NFL already showed their hand. We
Oh,
saw what
yeah.
they did to Colin Kaepernick.
Oh yeah.
Like, what are we talking about? If you think Jerry Jones ain't racist, and you're arguing that point, you're wrong. I'm not saying you're wrong that he's not racist. I'm saying you're ignorant if you think that there's no chance that he's racist because he hired black players. Them black players equal black dollars.
And 3 Super Bowls.
Like if you don't have black players on your team, you're not going to win.
Yeah, this ain't college
I
football and basketball.
I dare
in the 50s.
one of you racist owners to put an all-white football team. If you really stand on you don't like black people, put an all-white football team out there.
And watch them never win.
Never.
Imagine a team with 4 white cornerbacks. 4 white corners and safeties.
Yo, it'd be so
Bro.
funny. Like all day, just like all kinds of flexing going on.
I mean, do we have any? When was the last white corner? Do we have any?
The last white good corner was
Sehorn was
Jason
good.
Sehorn.
He was good for a
Jason
little bit.
Sehorn was tough for the Giants. And when I lived in Florida, my guy was a Giants fan. He had Jason Sehorn and everything. That was his guy.
Like, there's some good white safeties out there.
He was the Eminem.
Corners?
Jason Sehorn was the Eminem of corners, of safeties.
And then he was over for him.
And he only had like 6
Like
good
y'all
seasons.
got it when it comes to like the
If that.
QBs. They got
Yeah,
it when
they
it comes
got
to
that.
quarterbacks. That's supposed to just come from baseball.
But
But they also don't. It took a while for them to trust black quarterbacks.
they still.
They don't think black people are smart enough to be coaches and quarterbacks, and now they're starting to come around.
They
And,
still.
and that's the thing. But nobody talks about that because we all love football so much that we don't put the magnifying glass on how racist that league is.
It ain't hard to
We
tell.
love the NFL, we love our teams, but we don't want to really call them out because that would mean we would have to stop. Like I was the only one who really stuck by that boycott
Yeah,
shit.
you
I,
didn't
all
watch
my
that shit for years.
I still don't really watch it.
I can't
I
not,
still
I
don't
can't
really
not
watch
watch football.
it. And that's how most people, like most of my friends, is like, fuck that. I'm watching football. You're bugging. But I felt like, and I grew up a football player. But me personally, I just felt like I'm black first, and I didn't like what I saw. I didn't like how when that Colin Kaepernick shit happened, everybody picked a side. And then I'm like, once I saw what was what, like who was standing on what side, I just didn't feel good about the NFL no more. It just turned me off. So I don't watch it. I'm not as passionate. I still watch my team when I see them on the script, but I'm not going out my way to watch football no more.
I'm not as passionate anymore. Like I'm always gonna root for my team, but I don't get mad about stuff anymore.
Yeah, it don't bother me. You could talk before when you would talk shit about the Niners. I'm no hell no. Blah, blah, blah. Now I'm like,
Well,
It's like
that's
people
okay.
at work.
I'm a Commanders
Whatever.
fan, so I've never been that
Yo,
aggressive.
what? Yo, what?
I'm a Washington Commanders fan.
Who's that?
yo, y'all have the
The Redskins.
worst name.
All right,
of
that's
all.
enough.
They
You
call,
know what?
They call them the commies for short.
Speaking
That's
about
the
the
worst.
Commanders, speaking on them, did you see the Sean Taylor mannequin they put up?
Yeah, it was like the
It
invisible.
was supposed to be a statue. He was supposed to get They were promising us a statue all week, and they gave us a mannequin.
Oh, that came out this week.
It came out today.
I saw the pic. That damn.
didn't see it.
Nah, that was terrible.
They bought his family.
That's inside the stadium, right?
Let me see.
It's like a
He got a mannequin.
it's like a mall mannequin with with the uniform on.
You saw more mannequin with the
Nah,
Yo,
it
it's
is.
not-
Like,
it's-
it's terrible. I didn't know that was like.
Yeah, that was supposed to be a statue. Like they was unveiling it today.
How many years did Sean Taylor play for the Skins?
A few, but like he was hard.
But he was. But would we consider him one of the best Redskins of all time?
Yeah.
Does he deserve a statue for
No.
Probably
over who else?
everybody. Who are we talking about?
And then like who we
Who are we,
Does-
who are we talking about?
Does Doug
RG3?
does Doug Williams have a statue?
Nah.
That's like who?
Does Doug Williams deserve a statue before?
He only did 04 to 07.
Yeah, but he killed in them years. Like there's nobody else. Like I can't.
Doug Williams deserves a statue over Sean
He,
Taylor.
like he didn't even kill for a whole season.
Daryl Green.
He could get one.
There's other skins that probably like. The rest in peace to Sean Taylor.
But him
But he only
dying-
played like he had like the Bo Jackson effect.
What
It
the
was
fuck
quick.
is
Like
this?
he killed, and I hate to say killed.
What is this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I shouldn't say that. But he
Hated it.
he had a great couple seasons, but his career was cut short because of what happened to him.
Yeah.
Um,
that
He was dope though. He was dope.
but Don't promise us a statue and give us.
Wires, a hanger.
That was trash.
Yeah, Washington doesn't. They never fail to.
I'm confused. Like,
They never fail to disappoint.
And they got the big Pat Tillman statue outside.
Never.
why
fail
would
to
they
fucking
do
disappoint.
that?
Pat Tillman got killed in battle, right?
Friendly fire too.
And he was a Redskin.
Nah, he played for Arizona.
The Cardinals.
He gave up. I mean,
I'm so mad at this.
what he did was noble.
Nah, to give up and leave the league and go fight for your country, that's stand up 100%. I'm not saying. What I'm saying is comparing his tribute to
Nah,
the
it's
Sean
not
Taylor
the
tribute
same.
is
Not the same.
it's kind of like damn.
But that was trash. Redskins know they were wrong for that.
Do the Redskins have anybody statue
Oh,
out
my
there?
fault. Dang, the Commanders.
Commanders.
Asshole. I don't want to talk about.
They
my
might have
Redskins
Joe
anymore.
Gibbs.
What's next on that list, man? Fuck you guys. What's next on
They
the
gave
list?
that man a mannequin.
They did, and that I don't like that. I don't like it. I just looked at it and
I
it
wanna
looks
ta-
like wire hangers.
Yeah, that's whack.
That's
Shit looks
crazy.
like wire
Like it looks like it's in the hallway of the stadium somewhere. Like you got to walk on a certain side to even see that shit.
It's not even at the main gate.
That's wild. I just don't. Nah, he deserved better than that.
You see what I'm saying?
But they said, I kept
Yo,
hearing.
they put.
I
That's
kept.
the display at Foot Locker.
That's that's fucked up.
At what you call 'em.
Rest in peace to Sean Taylor, yo.
I'm sorry.
I
Peace.
want to talk a little bit
yeah,
about.
that's not funny, but that statue is
That's
out of
funny as
pocket.
I want to discuss facts over fiction.
Mm,
No, facts over feelings. I'm sorry.
mm.
Facts over feelings because it seems like a lot of people, especially the most passionate people, when they go in about something, they start throwing digs at you because they feel so passionate about what they feel. Even though it's just an opinion, they have nothing to back it up. It's just they're feeling, and when they scream into their echo chamber, they have a bunch of people that scream back that agree with them. So they'll call you things like dumb,
Idiot. I seen
you're
that one.
blind, you're a sheep. They'll say these kind of things. And I put this in here, and usually
Nah, woke is bad.
Usually I'm like fuck the fan, like not fuck the fans. Usually I'm like fuck the people who watch who got something negative to say all the time. And this week, I had somebody question my blackness because I disagreed with them on following Ye blindly.
It's because you're white skin this time of the year.
You questioned my blackness as well. So
How
did it
For a
feel?
week or so.
Huh?
How did it feel?
I questioned your blackness?
Oh yeah.
When?
I don't know the electric slide, and I don't know how to play spades.
Wow.
Yeah,
No, I didn't question your blackness. I questioned who you were around coming up. That's what I did. There's a difference.
Right.
But
How did they allow you to come to such a pass?
I know, like, how'd you get away with that? You know what I mean?
this person who questioned my blackness, first and foremost, I want to say before I even get on the topic of why he questioned my blackness, I want to say,
Was it Gummy Bear?
because I'm not gonna, no, I'm not gonna say, like he first and foremost before he questioned my blackness, he said on multiple occasions he questioned about the white woman that I let speak on my show freely.
Lord.
I do want to say the white woman that I let speak on my show freely is not only my marketing director, she's family. And 100% I will let her speak whenever she wants to and say what she wants to. And if I have any kind of feedback, I will give it to her constructively.
And I'm stepping behind her. So what's up?
And, yeah, and it's that's family. Like I said,
The
like
fuck?
that's all of our family. So I don't give a fuck what skin color she is. That's fam, and we rocking with her. So shout out to E.
Yeah.
Love.
The fuck? And I'm stepping behind her. So
Yeah. So after he said that, he said that he was mad that I let her say that Europeans, Jews came from Egypt, and then he said after that I was probably jaded by my Caucasian ears because I was one of the people who continued to bash Ye. Only thing I did do was report on what Ye did. I didn't say anything either way. And that's the thing. And y'all come at me when I just say what was reported and what happened.
Yeah.
I don't even give an opinion on what, but y'all, Ye fans, Trump fans, whoever it is, y'all follow so blindly. As soon as something is said that is a fact or alleged facts, it's a report that's covered by multiple sources, and we just repeat that.
Yeah.
It's offensive to you, and you get in combat mode. And I'm not going back and forth with you people. I've been running a media company now for almost 6 years. If I say some shit, I'm not saying some shit blindly. I don't do that. I have a bigger responsibility than that. People check me on that. I can't put out false shit. So if I said it, I already read it. So don't come on here talking about what you're feeling, talking about, oh, you're doing this, you're blind, you're a sheep.
Nobody
you're
wants
white.
to be wrong, though. That would be them admitting that they were wrong.
It's
You know
all
what
a
I mean?
part of his master plan.
But
man.
it's these people coming in without the information, just with their feelings.
Just feeling.
And they're telling me that I'm wrong. Oh, you're wrong because you're coming down on him, and how are you a black man? And this and this. Shut the fuck up.
Whoa.
Like, yeah, I've really been outside, yo. Like, I've really been outside walking like I talk.
Talk heavy.
What the fuck are y'all doing?
Talk heavy.
Like, if you're sitting behind your phone and your computer, don't question what the fuck I'm doing as a black man. What have you done for people of color in your community?
What have
Before
you
you
done
question
for
me.
lately?
Dom, we got an
Yeah.
ESCO here with the CEO, level 7. You might wanna
Yeah.
Like, I really be looking like,
Well,
yo,
that
like,
escalated quickly.
What is in his cup?
Like I understand people agreeing, but it's like, yeah, they're putting their heart and their soul into.
But that's what.
and I let a lot of that shit rub off my shoulder. Like, they say a lot of shit, and I just let it
So
slide.
did
And I
you
tell
back
y'all to let it
down
rub.
and were you?
That just comes with
Did you just dismiss
Nah,
it?
I told him something politely, no cussing, no ignorance. I just told him like, yo, like, I've already researched this. You're wrong. You're loud and wrong. And you obviously, when you're questioning the white woman I let comment, you didn't listen to the whole podcast. You watched one of them reels. So you're questioning if I have all my information about Ye, but you don't even have the information that you're talking about, that you're commenting on me. So before you do that,
wow.
you
Check
should
yourself.
do some research, and before you question my blackness, check my fucking resume and put it up against yours. How about that? Because I let a lot of shit slide, but don't call me less black because I don't agree with your opinion, even though your opinion is ignorant. Like, I deal with a lot of black. Like, I have really solid connections in the NOI and a lot of the NAACP. I talk with a lot of people of color, like, that are actually moving in the city and doing something to progress people of color. So when you question me and what I'm doing, question have you done what I've done
This is
before
for
you
the
could even
culture.
question. Like, what the fuck are you talking
This
about?
is for the culture.
Wherever we're everywhere, you're never there.
Not only that, but fam,
We're
before
everywhere.
before
You're
you
never
said that
there.
none of that
Never.
shit on my post, you actually wanted to be down with us. You asked me to do a show for you. I didn't even put that out in the post because now you look crazy. Now it look like I'm attacking you. But yeah, this person that was listening with Caucasian ears and all that bullshit, you wanted to be on the
When
show.
it comes down to
Thanks for
that,
following, though.
right?
Looks
Basically,
like he got it off his chest.
he just
That was
didn't
more
want to
for
be
him.
wrong.
That was
That's
more for
all.
him.
That nigga just didn't want to be wrong. Nobody
gotta
ever wants to
handle
admit
the
that they're wrong because it makes them look uneducated.
And it looks crazy to me. It looks crazy to me to people defending, like, you're in full defense mode. Like, how?
You're a part of
Like, how? You know, like,
You're in defense mode for Kanye, who is a man who is clearly manic. Sometimes he's been manic when he has been in these interviews, jumping from topic to topic, can't hold one thought without jumping to the next. Like, and y'all are calling it genius and calling everybody who's not believing that a follower or this and that. Like, you don't know, and I'm only saying this because I deal with mental health. I've been around shit that, like, I know what that looks like. So when I see him like that, I'm like, damn, he needs help. But a lot of y'all are, nah, he's just a genius, and that's why his thoughts are, your thoughts ain't supposed to come out like that. Like, that's not just him being Ye. That's him, his mind's not working with his mouth right now. Like, they're not on the same page.
and then here's the, well, you didn't watch the whole thing. Like,
Yes, I did.
the whole thing looks real crazy.
Yeah.
If you watch the whole thing, because he's left field, then he's repeating something that we already know, saying something we already knew, but we're taking it, not we, but yeah, we're taking it as it's something new, and he's enlightening.
Did he or did he not show naked Kim
Oh,
to his
Lord.
employees?
Yeah, I think that's an alleged statement. Bro.
I hope
So,
not,
I think like that's
don't.
one thing I was gonna say.
because
You
it's
say you
almost
don't
like
think
they're
so?
piling
No.
on
No,
now.
it's not.
Because Kanye has openly said that he has a porn addiction, and then
Right, he did.
and then I saw on video that he was at an executive meeting with the executive of Adidas, showing them porn or making them listen to porn that he thought that the guy sounded like. That's on video. That happened a couple weeks ago. So him showing actual porn video of Kim to his employees isn't that far fetched to me. That sounds like on his documentary on Netflix, he stops at a porn stand and he says, "This is one of my weaknesses." This is back before porn was on phone. He was going to the magazine spot in New York on
When
the
it
corner.
was on the DVD.
It was on it was on the documentary. So Kanye has a porn addiction. Which,
Booty
listen,
Cake
I like porn
110.
myself. I'm not gonna down you for porn. I love porn. What I'm saying
Bad
is,
addiction.
Shout out to Simone Richards.
Don't be showing porn to people at work.
yeah, I would never do that. Do I come in here and show y'all my favorite sections, the newest video? I just found a great new video last week. I wanted to share it with all of y'all, but I didn't.
Yo.
Put it in the group chat.
Yeah, so I'm
But,
like, yo,
like,
this
people-
dude. If I heard a bling,
people-
yo, it says Billy Blast shared an attachment, and it's a whole link to like Pornhub section, like.
I prefer X.
I mean, like,
But the thing is,
Yo, bro.
the thing about that is,
Y'all be uncomfortable? What would y'all do if I started sharing porns with
You're
y'all once a
bugging.
week?
Bro, you're
Would you tell me I was
yeah,
bugging?
you're
Yeah.
bugging.
I'd
Yo,
probably-
come on.
I probably would hit you
I
with
probably
the
would
voice
say
text.
something, but I would
It'd be the
still.
voice text. Rose
I
flame
might,
that long.
I might
Pause.
say something, but I'm watch it.
Like, yo, what's
you're
up
gonna
with
watch
you,
it?
fam?
I'm
You
watching.
wildin'.
And I've been the guy. Like I said, I've seen the video. Like, yo, somebody needs to see this. This one right here is fire.
Somebody come and look at
Yo,
it.
you ever
But you can't share that shit.
At
you
work,
ever feel so happy when you finally find one? You ever struggle to find something and you find it and it's fire? You're like,
Yes.
this joint favorite.
Especially when it's on page like 52.
Yeah.
Wow.
You be like, yes,
Wow.
this is the one
You know
right
what?
here.
Yeah.
I
years
go to
ago,
certain
that's what made
pages.
me stop watching when I
Why?
stopped, because
You
I
don't
was
watch
getting
porn
too
at
picky.
all?
No, because it
You
takes.
gotta be picky though, cause you like what you like.
Yeah, but when it got to be like real specific
You-
enough
He's
that
looking
I
for a real life
yourself?
scenario.
because I used to like the
I
dialogue.
need
Like,
double.
Nah, I'm-
When it got to be where I was on
Man
page
walks into
52,
Dairy
I'm
Queen
I'm
and
very
sees-
I'm very specific now.
nah, when it got
Like,
to be
I'm not
where,
even
where I
sell-
was on
I'm not
page
selling
52,
for-
that's when it's like, this is too much.
I'm not even. There's no way I'm settling now for something that's out of my
Wow.
categories.
My man's
See,
talking-
I do.
my
I
man
have
on
a
there talking about
favorite. I have a favorite
CEO
video.
meets-
I always have
Figure,
a favorite video
shorty.
that I go back to.
Really?
So that's my old faithful. Yeah. If I can't find nothing else, I'm going back to that video.
I do like save some of the fire ones, so I go
Yeah,
back to
gotta
them.
back.
But I don't watch them off. Like I'll save them so I can go back to them when I haven't seen them in a while.
Yo,
I had-
no funny shit, no funny shit type arrogance. Sometimes I don't even need that. Sometimes I get it to myself.
With your
It's-
imagination.
Nah, I be making my own drones and I just run it back. No play yourself.
Wow.
So you just like watching you?
Just don't share it with us.
Not like me watching me, but if I'm like tearing some cheeks up, yeah, I watch myself like, yeah, I was getting that too, yeah.
This guy probably be talking. He probably walks in like, "Are you from here?"
I was.
Like I got a call today. Somebody needed their pipes fixed. And landed right for-
I have a question because we've been on here for a while and y'all ain't told me why men aren't hoes. I saw that. I don't get it. What's
My
going
man
on there?
can't be.
So I dropped the video. Like the
Men
video.
can't be hoes.
The video's on our page. The woman actually says, matter of fact, maybe I could pull it up. But the woman basically says it's easy for women to get sex. Like
Yeah.
they don't have to try. Men have to actually work to get sex. So
It's not really.
that's why hoe hits different for women than it does for men. That's how she explained it basically.
And
Like men don't care because if they have a lot of bodies, it's something that they have to work for and accomplish. If women have a lot of bodies, It's just something they open their legs for. Women can literally go out and get D anytime they want.
So can men.
Then they
No, they can't.
Nah,
No, they
it's
can't.
not like that.
Any
yo.
woman
It's
woman
only
can
like that.
get sex from any man.
It's only like that with loose women. Like loose women can make a man's body count go up, but a man has to actually get a woman to agree to do that. Women only got to say, "Here it is."
Because there's men out
Like
here.
women don't have to work for anything they
Th-
want. If a
You
woman
right, 'cause
says,
I can't offer pussy to a man, he'd be like, no, I'm cool.
"Yeah, that's what I'm saying." Has that
Never.
ever happened?
Never in the history of man.
Yo, your
Especially
ego would
cute
be
women.
Shot. Your ego would be blown.
Especially any
Yeah, but-
attractive woman.
Any ego would
Like,
be
like
blown.
I'm sure there's some women out there that some men will turn down. But
No, they wouldn't. They would just tell you that they turned them down.
nah,
Yeah.
no. There's definitely some women out there I'm turning down.
Since
Well,
bearded black
Huh?
men
Grimace
don't.
was getting dick down.
huh?
Grimace was getting dick down.
That's it, no. She said
No.
on the face.
No.
Yeah, so like I guess I get it from that standpoint, but I feel like men could go out too. There's loose women everywhere. You go
Yeah,
out,
but
especially
every
if you
man-
go out to
But
a
it ain't-
club,
every
bitch
man
fucking up,
can't
she gonna
get-
go
But,
home.
Every man
Kaz, you're
can't
talking
get it.
about loose women. Like women only have to find a man. It doesn't
Yeah.
have to be a loose man. It
You
doesn't,
go to
like
the Turkey Hill and
y'all
stuff.
go anywhere. Like we gotta go hunting.
We about to do an experiment.
I know.
Like, all right, check this out.
I know men who just don't get none.
Yeah.
That's
none.
that's a thing. 100%. I
know
don't know any woman who
I
don't
know
get
somebody.
none.
If a
Any
woman's
woman,
not getting none, it's by choice.
exactly. Any
Exactly.
woman that I know who's not getting none is because she said, "I don't want to have sex. Like I'm doing something for me."
But
'Cause-
why can't men be hoes though?
That's why, because men don't give it because when you check us on our body count, you're only checking us on our accomplishments. When you check a woman on her body count, you're checking her judgment.
That's true.
That's
That's true.
That is true.
Because all right, check this out.
That's true. I can't
Every
even say
why
shit,
does
that's true.
every woman on my 600-pound life have a significant other?
Yo,
Because
that
they
should be
got
crazy.
money.
That should be crazy. I'd be like, I ain't touching that.
Facts.
You wildin'. That shit smell horrible.
If,
That shit smell crazy, bro. That's just...
You can't even watch by yourself. There's no way I'm hitting it. Like you gotta rely on somebody else to wash your genitalia.
pouring buckets. In
I'm not interested.
Listen, when I was a CNA back in my heyday,
If you can't reach your crack,
I used to have to watch them women and
How
they
can
used to be
they-
like,
I'm
"Get
not
in there,
blowing out
honey.
how
your
can
back.
they
Get
even
in
wipe
there,
their
honey."
tail?
that's the new. If you can't reach your crack, I'm not blowing out your back.
They used to do that. Yes, when I used to watch them old women, get in there, honey. Get in there. I'm not fucking getting in
Getting
there.
in their
You
crack?
get in there.
Listen.
In there trying to wash
Did
their
you have like the
underwear.
brush?
Nah, we had like just straight washcloths and shit.
Her hand was...
You had your hand in the
that
crack?
joint.
With the glove on, yeah.
So your whole
Oh,
so your whole
you thought you was
forearm
getting
was
it.
covered by cheeks.
She was
No,
getting it.
fuck
She
no.
thought you was
Did you have to use the joint for the?
You was gaping.
Like the cow
You was
asses.
gaping, shorty. That's what you were doing at this point. You were gaping, shorty.
No, because when she get in there, no.
You were
Yeah,
in
what-
there already.
How do they wipe their tail?
We did.
Oh.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's a lot of cheeks to you.
Ugh.
It is. It is.
You probably missed
If
some
I
spots.
get old and like I
You see
can't
what I'm-
function at a high percentage, like if I ever get to the point where I can't function at a higher percentage, I want to find CNA.
Nah, you're gonna get Mildred.
You gonna be that guy. Don't be that guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna be that guy.
Don't be that
You're not
guy.
gonna be that guy.
If I can't get none no more, I
Don't
want to
be
find.
that guy that's in the
You're-
fucking room offering
you're-
us candy. Don't
you're
be that
gonna
guy.
be-
I'm that guy. I'm going to be the sugar daddy.
Yo.
If I can't get none no more, I want to find a woman scrubbing
Yo,
my
he gonna
nuts.
be old as shit in there talking about, you know who I am? I'm William E. Way, co-founder of U Street Media,
I'm a
multi-million
six-
You know who I used to be?
multi-million, billion,
You know I used to be?
dollars.
Do you know who I used to be before my balls were the size of your head? Do you know?
It really happens like that too. Y'all got some shit to
Billion,
look forward
dollars.
to.
Really? It'd be like
Sometimes
that.
yeah, it
Wow.
swells bad.
Yeah, there's a lot of shit that happens when you get older that people didn't like
We ain't
warn us
sign up
for.
for.
Yeah, they never warn us.
Yo, bro.
Like, dude-
don't be having the little Wayne joints. Don't
There's a whole lot of shit,
Yeah,
yo.
don't do that.
Mess.
I'm
I
gonna
know.
The what?
let you
I
know.
said, don't get the little wheezy joints. Let me
Nah.
like, your jaws full, your dress pulling out.
No,
You
my,
know,
all
I see that
crazy.
nigga, I be like, wide open spaces.
matter of fact, if my hairline wasn't here, I wouldn't have locks.
Oh, yeah, shit.
I know some of them joints, some of them cats, man. They
There's no way I would have locks started at the back of my ears. I wouldn't. Like, why would you have long hair if you don't even have your
So you
hairline?
wouldn't
That's
rock-
not even legit. But like
you
your
wouldn't
hair's
rock
only
it.
long
See,
because
I
it starts
feel like
halfway.
a lot of men do that though because they.
Oh,
hold
this
on
be
to
bald
their
up top, and you got
shit.
locks
They
hanging.
hold on to it for too
Nah,
long.
man.
They want
I'ma-
that hairline bad.
I'm gonna cut my hair down lower and lower and lower.
You don't have any bald spots.
Exactly. See, you never seen it.
Hold your head backwards. Let me see.
Nope.
So if you let it grow right now, would they go?
Would the what go?
Like it wouldn't grow on the spots.
Just that one spot. Like I can stick my finger in it.
See, I look at my grandfathers and shit, and I know that my grandfathers didn't live like super old, but my mom's dad, he had the bald shit. His shit was going. He had
We
the,
saw you bald.
he
Don't
had the
do
George
that.
Jefferson.
We saw you bald. Don't do that.
But my dad still
Nigga
got.
look like Homer Simpson.
My pops
Don't
is
do
over
it.
70, and he got his hair 100%. Like his hairline's still 100% intact, and he ain't even got full grays yet. He got a patch.
What if he?
Like he don't got the whole shit.
What if he took it off one day and like, you know what?
This was a
I'm
lace
tired
front.
of this. Tired of wearing
This was a lace
man.
front.
I think I'm good. Like my hairline ain't like it
That
hasn't even
nigga's jaw
started
would
to go
drop
back.
so hard. I could see his face right. I could see his face right now.
Now, if my hairline started going today, no bullshit, I would cancel shows for a couple months. Cause we gotta figure this out.
No, we're not going.
Listen,
You ain't
man.
about to have me
The
unemployed.
last few years I've been
Cause you bald.
the last few years I've been building my hat game up all crazy just for the time when
That's why you got all them fly ass hats.
I've been built. These last few years I've been.
And the whole time we didn't even know you was going bald.
That's because I kept my hair shorter and shorter. But you.
But
can
your
see-
shit don't even show it though. You still got your hairline.
It's that spot though.
I'm paying attention to the spot now because I ain't never. You good at that?
Do women got that thing? Like that
What?
one thing? Like when you get older, you're like, damn, this is going.
I be checking my skin, yo.
I haven't got there yet, but I know being a nurse, I know what happens to women as they age. So yeah, they do have that one thing. If you lose your lady parts, like, or if you get a hysterectomy as you age, your pussy won't get wet.
Damn.
I heard
son.
about that.
Yeah, you have.
So you
to
gotta start
use
using that lube and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. That's not. I'm not looking forward to it.
I ain't gonna hold you. When you hit like
I hope it
35
don't
though,
happen to me. I want to keep all mine.
when you hit like 35, they didn't tell you this. Like the fucking hairs in your nose start growing longer too and shit. Like you gotta start trimming your nose hairs and shit. I never had that in my 20s. Like never had nobody had.
That is true though. That
I ain't
is
scared. I seen
definitely
some of my
true.
siblings, bro. So like, I got two brothers. Like,
I still-
seen them, and they got my brother's younger than me. His jaw, like his hair, because like low like yours, but like the front of it's like, fuck. You got the fucked up shit.
Does he wear hats all the time?
Yeah, he used to wear the
Dudes who wear hats all the time, like they wear hats every
I
day.
learned
They
that.
always
I
got
don't do
that
that.
shit.
I
I
dating
never
this
wore
guy,
hats
and
like
he
that.
used to always wear hats, so I was like, oh, he looks mad good. He took that
Wow.
fucking hat off
And he
for
had
the
a
first
George
You
time.
know why?
Jefferson.
Because your hair needs that vitamin D. So if you wearing hats outside, pause. If you wear hats outside, if you
so
wear,
sad.
if you wear hats outside all the time and your hair's not getting that oxygen and that sun,
That sun will
like,
make your hair grow
people
fast.
don't realize like we need to connect. Like people, just like animals, we need to connect with nature. Like that's not a
Go hug a tree.
that's not an emo thing. That's not a backpacking thing. Like we are supposed
Grounding
to connect.
is important.
Yeah, go put your feet in the grass sometimes.
Without your
Take your
socks.
shoes and socks off and go put your feet in the grass. You connect with the
Go
earth.
hug a tree.
So
Kiss
you
a bear.
wouldn't rock the dreads with the George Jefferson?
Absolutely not. I know some people like that.
I think that joke looks wild as hell. Like, yo, man, you need
I
to.
would never. I promise you, if my shit start going back, I'm going. And I got a big ass head. I'm not even gonna look like
I've
with
been
it.
had this though. Niggas
I'm
like,
sitting
yo,
here
son,
trying to
I said,
think
I've
about
been
your
had
question
this,
too.
though.
That's the other thing that happens to
Something I had
women too.
always
You know, as they have babies, our nipples grow.
I got a big forehead. I always
Fuck
had a
around
big
and have
forehead.
cookie.
Like
plates.
areolas.
Yeah,
I like that shit though.
What, areolas?
yeah, they grow.
That's the
know,
thing.
oh,
I ain't
you
gonna
got
hold you. When
the-
I was kid, I used to think big areolas was trash. But the older I got, I was
What?
like, nah,
I
that's
like
sexy.
that. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. I like when I put your shirt up and you look like they're shocked to see me.
Big areola.
Titties always like this.
The way you used to draw them when you were a kid.
Go ahead and let them big areolas out,
Hell
girl.
yeah, look like a deer in headlights. Let's get
Bruh.
it.
Well, it's good to know y'all like what happens to women as we get older.
We like stretch marks and all that shit. Don't even hide that
Come
Get
shit.
here,
better when they
zebra
get
cake.
older.
Listen,
Them stretch marks on the ass, they be so fine. Look, let
they
me
are.
stop.
I like those.
Yeah, stretch marks on the
Women,
ass
women
is
get
fine.
better when they get older.
I do.
They stretch marks on who's ass?
Not y'all. Like, what the fuck? I'm talking about women. I think they.
I ain't gonna hold you. Like the 30 and 40s are the finest women.
I was gonna say you.
Like that's the people used to be like the young women are the best. I think
Nah, the
I think
30,
the
30 to 55.
yeah, yep, because they are some bad 50 somethings now.
Yo.
Shout out to Angela Bassett. She's
Taraji
over
P
that.
Henson, Vivica, like there's a lot
Mary
of
J.
Mary J,
Mhm.
Jennifer Lopez. There's a lot of them that
Nia.
are killing it in their
Nia
50s.
Long is beautiful.
Oh, Nia got her own spot now.
I saw that she had a new crib.
Oh, she left the
Yeah,
bull.
she left that boy. That's mad embarrassing. It's
Yes,
one
they
thing
getting
if
up
you
there.
cheat
That
and
means I'm
nobody
next
knows
up.
about
It's my
it.
time.
And that's
They
the
need
thing
to
about
fill
it.
these spots.
It's one thing if you cheat and nobody knows about it. Nigga, you
like
cheated and
50.
niggas knew before me. That hits different.
When you find out with the world, that gotta be rough.
Yes, you see what I'm saying? Like you wake
gotta
up
be.
like, oh, what are these guys talking about?
And not only that, but she's Nia Long. Like let's not get
yeah,
it
you
fucked
don't
up.
fumble Nia Long.
Like she's Nia Long. Everybody's waiting for you to fuck up, and you fucked up.
Yeah, everybody
Craig was waiting.
everybody
for y'all
thought
to
they
fuck
had
up.
a chance.
He was.
Everybody thought they had a chance with Nia's single now.
Yo, no.
Like, yo,
Let me
man, you
shoot
make
my
20
shot.
grand a year. Chill out.
Let me shoot my shot.
And a arrest warrant this week was filed for the friend of Shanquella Robinson. So
Good.
they
So it should be your own
Mexico issued it, right?
yeah,
Friends.
so
people. It be your own people.
and the FBI helped in the investigation. They say this person, if and when locked up, will be locked up in a Mexican jail.
Oh,
So yeah,
Oh, yeah, you trying to do it.
third world prison, huh?
but I mean, nah, Mexico is not all third world, but it's not the United States, and you're gonna be foreign.
You don't even speak what they
They're
say.
gonna send them to rape your mouth jail. Rape you in the mouth jail. That's where they're going.
Ever since I saw that meme of the guy, like, and
It shows
the back of his pants just has shit straight down the
What?
center.
It shows.
It was this guy in prison, and I guess he got raped. Like, it was literally like shit the whole ways down his ankle from like the middle of his pants.
If they put me in a
After
third
the
world,
rape?
if they put me in a third
Oh,
world
Lord.
prison, I'm walking
Oh, he
shit
got-
like a horse in
he
the
got
parade.
got.
Yeah, he got. That shit was
Like,
like,
they did a bull like
from the rooter to the
Friday,
tutor.
the Friday after next.
I don't
year.
even want to talk about it. I got in trouble for talking about it.
Yeah, but I prayed that she deserves to go to jail. You did too much. Like,
Yeah,
you
that
don't
was.
do that. But what happens to the other people who just stood by and recorded it? Nothing.
They should all go down.
I think they should all have something happen to them.
Yeah, they all need to
'Cause
go
they-
to prison together.
They all came back and nobody said shit.
So, 'cause how could you as a person just stand and watch somebody?
One of them dropped the clothes off to the parents.
Yeah.
Should get it.
You know what happened, and you all y'all deserve hell. Like I don't give a fuck. Just imagine if that was your family member. Like let's not talk about like this is a stranger we don't know. Let's talk about this like this is your daughter, your sister, your cousin,
Mm-hmm.
How
whoever.
you gonna bring the clothes and not the person?
You just left her.
and then say and keep going with the story.
What if the-
Like
how
you
many
know,
people
you know that my daughter got beat to death by the people you were with,
Five?
and you're not gonna tell me.
3 guys and 2 girls, I think.
Yeah, but it's
Or
like if they-
3 guys.
I
3
think
girls.
about my kid. All my kids are that age. They're the age where they're young. They're the young 20s where they're gonna be starting to go out and do things on their own.
Mm-hmm.
If something happens to one of my children, and you lie to me, you better hope the law gets to you before I do. I promise you that, because I'm going. I don't got a problem doing life for any of them. Like, I don't. I do life for any of them.
Paint this
And
bitch
you
red.
come and you tell me a lie. You were in on it. All y'all got to go. Everybody who was on that trip got to go because all y'all were in on. Nobody, because one of y'all should have stepped up and said, "This is what really happened."
Mm-hmm.
Period. I don't care if you did it on the low.
That's what I'm saying. That's
like a
why I feel
text.
like they should still be charged too. Because when Ahmaud Arbery died, didn't one of them just stand around? Wasn't somebody charged because they kind of just stood around?
He stalked him though.
Yeah.
He chased him down.
Well, they
He just
antagonized.
didn't shoot
it.
him. He was
That's
a
what I'm
part of
saying.
it.
Like they antagonized.
Yeah,
it.
they
They're
all
they
should go.
all deserve to go.
Like, how could you watch somebody that's not fighting back just get pounded on.
Talking about fight back. She's not fighting the fuck back. Why are you watching it? Like,
And I know we came up, because I came up in this same culture. We come up in the do not talk to police. We don't
you ain't
snitch.
seen nothing,
We don't
you ain't hear
tell.
nothing, mind your business.
But I also came up in an era where they broke fights up, especially when the favorite was getting beat up.
Especially to that point. Like, even if I didn't like the person, I'm not going to let you beat
That's
anybody
how you
to
know
death
they
in
wasn't
front
her
of me.
friends for real. Because at the end of the day, even if it's amongst my friends, if one is getting the better of another one and it looks like that, I'm breaking that shit up.
Even
I
the
can't
video,
sit
even
here and watch that. Like,
even the video that was
you
released
alright,
to the
you got
point
your shit
where
off. Get off
where we
her,
see the
like-
girl hitting her and she's not fighting back. It's over. I would have jumped in right there. It's done. It's over. She don't want to fight. It's done. Like, what,
I'm never fighting.
who's
nobody who don't
letting
wanna
it go
fight.
on?
Like,
Because
that
whatever
shit is
happened,
corny.
whatever happened after that video, that means it just got worse.
Yeah.
And
I didn't
we're
see the
talking
whole
about broken
video.
necks and broken spines. What'd you do? Start jumping on this girl?
Like, she walked away and stopped hitting her and then came back and started hitting her again. So, like, y'all just gonna stand
And
there
we
and
still
watch
don't
it,
even
like-
know what it came from. What happened?
Seriously, too, that is true. What the fuck happened after the video got cut off?
What happened?
Because if she walked away from her and started fighting her again, who's to say she didn't walk away from her again and then start fighting her again? Like,
Her family deserves better. And
they need to know the truth too. But now, unfortunately, you're to the point where you won't never know the truth. Them people that was there didn't even tell you that what happened to her the first time. You can't trust nothing they say.
nobody.
Yeah, that's some trash. That's some trash
Can't
people.
trust
man.
nothing they say.
We'll find out in a documentary on A&E.
There you go. The Netflix doc.
Yep, that's what we'll find out after they're incarcerated. Yeah, I want to talk, man, because I ain't going nowhere no time
And they better
soon.
not get fucking paid
I
off
want
of
to talk
that.
about it.
Yeah.
Yo,
You're
they pay for them.
you're kind of joking, but I bet we get a doc.
Oh yeah, we're definitely
That's
getting
what makes
one.
it funny.
We're going. We're going.
Definitely get one.
Because
And I bet it'll be Hulu. It won't be Netflix. It'll be Hulu first, and then Netflix might pick it up like a year later.
Netflix will make the
I be
better.
like,
one.
Yeah, Netflix always makes the better one. Hulu will do it first, and then Netflix will make the fire
I
shit.
can't even joke about that shit yet. Cause
Is it?
Somebody needs to go down for that. That shit was so crazy. I hate watching stuff like that. Like,
And for
I'm
those
not
of you-
watching nobody get their ass kicked
and-
like that, and they're not even fighting.
And they still
back.
enjoyed their vacation after that.
Yes.
And I want to
yes.
highlight too, like for
That's
those
why they really need to go.
for those of you people who always say that, oh, y'all make such a fuss when a white person kills a black person, but what about when black people kill black people? You see that this is the second week in a row we're touching on this topic. So I want to be clear. Nobody likes none of this stupid shit.
It's trash.
Trash is trash.
And that's why
No
like
matter
this
what
this
color
hoodie that
it
I'm
is.
wearing, that black men deserve to grow old. This isn't just an ode to any. I'm like, don't think this is aimed at police. This is aimed at us too. Like, I don't want, like, when I wear something like this, I feel like we deserve a chance just like everybody else deserves a chance. I'm tired of seeing black men lives cut old at 20 something for no matter who kills them. Like everybody got to do better. And that's just where I'm at with it. I'm like, everybody in this room has lost somebody that is close to them to violence. It's people that should still be here.
Mm-hmm.
Like, nobody's happy about any of that shit. I mean, like, we don't overlook the black shit. It's just that's the shit that the media picks up, and y'all decide to, oh, but what about black on black crime? What about white on white crime?
They want to, that's a crime of proximity.
Killing each other over fucking snow parking spaces and shit.
Like, if you think black on black crime happens and none of us are upset about this, you think we like seeing mothers cry? Of people that we know and love, that we grew up loving, you think
sad part
that's
is
cool
that
to us?
Sad part is that we're really numb to a lot of it. That's what it comes
it's not
down
even
to.
the
It's not that
tears.
we don't care. It's numb. Like,
It's getting
it's
there.
truly their pain. You're like, damn.
It's getting there that we're numb.
Imagine what
Like,
she
we're
going
not
through. She
totally
never
there,
gonna see
but
her kid
like
again.
it's serious.
Crazy. That's a crazy thought to say. Your kid's supposed to bury you. You're not supposed to bury your kid. Like, it's a crazy thought. We're not crying. I'm not here talking about it because she's crying. Motherfuckers cry every day, B. I'm crying. I'm feeling her pain because she's real life never going to see her child again.
and she's real life never gonna get over it. That
Like, you're
hurt.
never
doesn't-
getting over
Time
it.
doesn't heal all wounds.
That's never
a
gonna be
fucking
okay.
lie.
And
And a lot
and-
of us go back to that place where we saw somebody. Like I said, I'm going back to the moms. Like, I remember one of my closest friends getting murdered when I was 20 years old. And I remember hugging his mom in the front of that church while she's looking at the casket. And that's just the hug she gave me, and she didn't want to let go. And she just looked at me like so
She saw her
helpless.
son in you.
And I like that's not something like I don't want anybody just because we're loud about when the cops is killing us and the racist shit is happening. Don't think that we aren't affected by when we are doing this. We're trying to find a solution in a place where there's none. Like, and that's just what it is. We are working with what we're given. It's easy to say black people stop the violence, but the deeper issue is nobody wants to talk about is you're still not giving no more money to education. You're still putting all these semi-automatic weapons in the hood. You're still flooding every inner city with drugs. You're still doing
not
all of these
putting the
things
same
that
amount
will
of money
create
you're
violence.
putting in the
You're
neighborhoods.
still not
in
giving
the
people
suburbs.
fresh fucking water. How about that?
Whew, still.
Still.
Not even the basics. I mean, so we
Still.
can't even get the basics.
Like one of my best friends got killed, and that was 16 years ago, and it's still hard today, at 47, to look at his son that looks like him and walks like him, and we're together and remembering him, stuff he did. Like
He
And-
deserved a chance too.
everybody do.
Hell yeah. You just know what happened to me a couple months ago. We just
Mhm.
bought one of the biggest builds in the Wells Fargo building, bro. And he put us in position to get there. That was our star guy. When that happened, we questioned if we were gonna continue.
Right? Are we still gonna even do that?
And he wasn't even a guy that was even
the
outside.
street.
Like
That broke the company. Like,
That's-
it broke us.
that's the
down,
thing
like, I
about
was
being a
like, bro.
person of color is we never know when could be the last day.
Mm-mm.
And when you're around a lot of death, I don't know about y'all, but like me, like at this age, I've been around so much death that I actually, when I wake up in the morning and I leave to go to work or I go to wherever I'm going that day, I always think like, am I gonna come home tonight? Like that is a thought now. Like I really think like, yo, is this my last day? Could this be my last day? And if it is, then I let everybody that I love know that I love them. Like, did I say all the right things to the people that deserve it? Like that's a reality for me every day because now I haven't just buried like the people that are naturally supposed to go, but I buried people that I thought that would still be here, that we would grow old together and be talking shit when we're old. Like, yo, remember when we? I don't have a lot of them. I don't have a lot of like even now. I'm only 40 something, but I don't have a lot of those friends from my childhood that are still here that we can talk about the old shit. A lot of them are gone or in jail. You know what I mean?
Damn, we shouldn't still be in jail. I thought we were past that.
So,
Well,
I mean-
I got some dudes that caught 20
Oh,
and
right, that's
yeah,
right.
like so.
I mean, there are some that grew up with that ain't
Shit,
gonna
my
see the
cousin
light.
just came home, like what, 6 months ago, roughly. 6 months ago, he just came home. He did a 10-year bid. We was running the streets.
And the sad part is, shout out to my one guy. I won't even put your name out there. Like I see he's doing a lot of positive things, but it's sad when your man goes away for 20, and he comes home, and y'all just ain't on the same page no more.
'cause he's
And as
still
much
where he
as
was before he came in.
as much as you still love him, you're like, yo, fam, like you're not. I have to let you do this by yourself because
I gotta let you grow as a
Yeah,
man.
I can't. I can't go back for you.
That happened to me years ago, like a year after I came home for good. Somebody I used to run with, they got out and they weren't right. And like he was on some trying to see people that owed him money years ago.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, we're in two totally different spaces, right? Like we were in different spaces then. We were just happened to be doing the same thing
Yeah.
together.
I had my man tell me a couple years ago, like he was basically telling me, like, yo, with your influence and where you're at now, do you know, like, we could set up this, and that, like on some old school shit. And I'm looking at him like, fam, that ain't never happening again. Like, what are you talking about? Like, and he was like, yo, fam, you're bugging. I'm like, no, you're bugging. You've been
You're
gone
bugging.
for mad long. Like, nigga, I was like, yo, we got families and shit now. Like, what are you talking about? Like our kids are like, I dig what you're saying, but the mentality, because a lot of dudes they go to jail and whatever they went in on, they come out on that same shit. They don't realize that the world has progressed
The world changed.
and the people that you love out in the world, if they're not in there with you, we're outside
they-
progressing with the world.
They think that was the next division of for almost got away with it. All right, I fucked up this time. I know what to do right this time.
Yeah.
Bro. I know where I fucked up, B.
They-
I
they-
know
And not
I
only
fucked up
that,
this
like
time.
when you
Coming with another plan.
when you
I
get to
got
the point
you.
of my age, you start realizing like even if that was a possibility, you got locked up for a long time. You're a bad criminal.
Yeah,
I was a good one.
You didn't
Why-
do it right.
Why would I
did it right,
mingle
you
with
did it
you?
wrong.
Because everybody who got locked up, you slipped up somewhere.
Mhm.
So you're not good at what you do.
You were good for a while.
Even if you had a great run, because a lot of dudes had a great run.
Hmm.
I know some dudes who had a great run, but it didn't end well for any of them. Any of them.
Yo, never pull out. Pause.
And I do got homies that did come home and get their shit together and they living right. And
Peace
everything.
to all the
No, I'm
Peace to
saying,
all the-
my
all
friend
the-
doing his thing. He living right. He doing his thing right now.
peace to all the cats that did bids and came out and got their life together.
Right, because it's
I feel
hard.
sorry for the ones that came out and they go right back.
It's not easy to do.
You call that nigga's phone a week later. You're like, yo, doop 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 doop. You're like, damn, he went back already.
Already?
Yeah, damn.
I had a
No,
homie
just
that
don't holler at
came-
me till you're out for a year.
I had an ex homie, I'll say, that just came home and he hit me up out the blue. Like we weren't even really on the page, but he hit me up out the blue, and it was just on some shit like, yo, I want to reconcile type shit, and I was just like,
No, I'm good,
cool.
love. It's above me now.
Yeah, I'm cool.
Hmm.
And it's fucked up because just the person I am, part of me still felt bad. Like I still felt like,
But
damn, like I should do more.
how does that? How would that be good for you though?
It wouldn't be. It would only be good for him. But I'm a soft. I'm loyal to the people that I had love for. Like even if I don't fuck with you no more, most of the time, unless you did something completely fucked up, the love is still there. You know what I mean? So I don't want to see you bad. So I feel bad if I can't help. I mean, in some way.
Help you out a little bit.
Disrespectfully, fuck all y'all. I don't feel like that.
Oh shit.
Disrespectfully, ain't.
Disrespectfully, fuck all.
So before we get out of
Feel bad
here,
for shit.
the August Alsina shit, yo.
Yes,
Cool.
What happened with him?
he didn't say that they look good together.
Oh, Lord, we don't even know if they're together.
We don't, but if they are, they look.
They
good
look like
together.
brothers. He look like an Alsina.
Uh,
Is that his real name?
he's a
Who
model.
knows?
No, he's a model. And he didn't say that he's openly like. They didn't say that they're dating. The hug to me didn't even look like.
Nah, it did.
romantic
It did. I
hug.
don't hug none of my boys like that. I would never hug Kanzi or Alonzo like that. He hugged him, yo. He hugged. Nah, hug my bro. Like, I would hug my man. But it'll be like a.
Nah,
He did this.
They neck hugged.
Yeah, it was a neck to the neck, and he did the back rub. I'm never rubbing my boy's back.
Nah, I'd push you off.
What is
Never.
that? What is
Yo,
it?
real
If-
shit. I'd push this guy dead off.
I will never. Yo, if
Yeah,
any.
disrespectfully.
Yo, Zoe-
disrespectfully.
Zoe,
What's up?
Kanzi, I promise you, I will never in my life
No
rub
neck
your
hug?
back.
What's up? You rolling?
No
What's up
neck
with you? What's wrong with you? You want something?
If
That's
my
crazy.
neck ever touches your hug door and our hug
What if our
dats,
beards get entangled?
yo, you have all rights to push me away, and I'll be like, you know what? I was tripping.
You
My
want to be
bad.
like
I
Brian
went-
Lawrence and
I was
Bad Boy
tripping.
right now.
I went too far. My fault. I went too
Right,
far.
I was tripping.
yeah, but I
Our
mean,
beards should never touch.
if they are
No,
together,
that's too close. Like,
if they are together, I feel like they look good together. I just
These are way
wonder.
too
I wonder how
close.
Jada or Will thinks about it.
That was the first thing my head went to. Like
Me too.
when I saw it, first thing I thought was, damn, Will, like, cause I'm thinking like,
me because my hair was.
cause I'm thinking like me. So if what you say?
Does he like me? Did he like me because my hair was short?
First thing I would think, like, if I was Will, I would look at her like, damn, we was both outside, but this
This is yours.
is what you doing.
Did y'all ever do anything together?
She'll never hear. She'll
Like
never hear the end
all
of
together?
it.
No.
That would have been like the it for me because I would have been like, yo, at least the Jones, everything I was out here slaying was top tier.
Top tier. Top flight.
You out here fucking with whoever.
Listen,
Yeah,
you know what the first thing I thought really? Does he got new music coming out? Because he needs
That's
attention
true,
again.
too.
Because the last time he
He was dropping.
And let us be clear, we respect if this is true, we respect whatever he's doing. Like we're not that.
But if it's for attention, like what?
But
They're both very
if
handsome
your
men.
woman cheated with a dude who likes dudes, wouldn't that make it worse to you? Like he ain't even into you like that. Like, and this is who you pick to step out with.
Well,
Was he
she didn't
smashing
even know
Ro?
that. You know what? There's a lot of women right now who are dating men who feel like that.
Was he
and we don't
smashing
know.
Ro?
But I would still, even in that situation, because I would be like, yo, he's not even into you like that, and this is who you choose. Like,
He was back then. He might be bisexual.
even if
That's
I'm still
If
as the
Let me not get canceled.
as the one who got
Let me
who
not get canceled.
as the one who was the receiver of the cheating,
Yo.
and the dude you cheated with likes dudes. To me, that's gonna make me look at you like you didn't even pick a dude who would probably wife you, and maybe that's just my ignorance.
The goal for us is not always to be wifed.
It's funny because the G.I.
Like he didn't even want, he just wanted to slay you.
That's not always the
joke hits
goal,
so
though.
much harder now.
That's for real.
That
The
joke
goal-
hits so much harder
And
now,
that's where
bro.
y'all got it fucked up at sometimes. Y'all think that we as women, it's emotional when we cheat. Not always. And sometimes that's not the goal for us. Like, I don't want to be wifed by you. You know what I mean? What if I didn't want to be wifed by you? I just wanted some dick.
But
Like,
this goes back to the men can't be hoes thing.
you see what I'm saying? Like,
You're gonna
I'm-
leave Will. You'll
Well,
never
this-
leave
this-
the
but this
Empire
goes-
for Alcina.
This goes back to the men can't be hoe thing.
Yes, the
Like
platinum
we
albums.
as men are gonna look at our woman differently
if we do the same shit y'all do.
if you're out here just fucking, because now you're not white. Now you're like anybody. Like once we know that you're moving like that, you're not special no more. You know what I mean? So to us now you're like every other chick.
You're
We
BFE.
wifed you because you was different than everybody else. Once you do something like that, and in our heads, we're like, nah. Like,
it's a
oh,
category
okay. So I'm gonna treat you like
That's
that.
double standard.
So,
it's
but-
a
but-
double standard.
But so now when you moving like that, now we moving like that. Now I'm gonna treat
y'all
you.
was doing it before.
But-
That's
but-
9 times
but
out of
na-
10.
but
By
now-
the time a woman cheats,
He's saying that's a category 5 BFE, as we refer to
Yeah,
as
so
these bitches
now-
for everyone.
All right, so check
So
it.
now I'm not gonna treat you like wifey no more. I'm treating you like the right. Like you're not getting wifey treatment. You're getting
Listen.
Bitches for
everybody treatment.
You're getting the typical BFE package.
Yeah, you out here. You out. Oh, so you just fucking now. You just out here giving out my box
y'all
because
be
you felt
having
like it.
the most community dicks
Mm.
ever, and be looking at women
Accomplishments
like
versus.
they're wrong. Like,
Hold on.
cause I'm not taking you seriously. At the end of the day,
Those
y'all
games
would
are
be
screaming
big
mad.
mad if I fuck on this nigga and he decided to take me serious and wife me and cherish me because you didn't. By the
No,
time
I respect
by
that
the
more.
time we
I,
as
yo,
women
I
cheat,
prom.
by the
Cuz
time we cheat, y'all done too much
Listen
to
to
us
me.
to even forgive it.
I
We don't
would-
give a fuck if y'all look at us crazy or not.
I would respect you more if the dude you cheated with became your man.
That's what it comes down
Then-
to for me. If
then-
I cheat on
then-
you,
then-
I
then-
don't give a fuck if you think I'm a
I-
whore or not,
I-
my nigga. I don't care no more.
I'd respect you more if the dude you cheated with became your man than the dude you cheated with
Turn your ass.
don't
to
even give a
boyfriend
fuck
number
about
two
you
real
no
quick.
more. Like the dude that you cheated with don't even give a fuck if you ever call him again. Like I'd rather him be your, because now I know you just gave out your box to somebody that don't give a fuck about
Right,
you.
that's
Now
true.
now who are you to me? You're not even special no more.
That's
You just
true.
a slide off.
Excuse me for yawning, guys.
Like,
I'm trying
what are we
to-
talking about?
Tired.
Sliding, like, what are we talking about? Like, what are we talking about?
But that's how men think. So, but
that's fine.
and women have to realize, like, when they're on some like what men do it, you can do it, but you have to be prepared for how that man. Do you care?
Respectfully,
Do,
though,
do
you
you
know-
care? Do you care about that man enough?
These men, these women, we don't care no more.
Why do we talk as
That's
if-
why.
And
That's
I
why
can't
relationships
even
are
say
dead.
we. I can't even
Why do
say
we-
we. But at the point I'm at in my life, because I know how men are, I don't give a fuck what you think about me. I don't want to be with you anyway.
We live in a.
That's why
it's not
relationships
the
are dead.
same. It's not the same. We're talking like
Because
we're
y'all
from that
are
same
men
era.
are so judgmental.
No,
Men
it's
are
not,
really,
because
y'all are judgmental.
There,
You are.
There used to be roles though. Like there used to be,
You thought I was
But
fucking
it's
you?
not no more. That
What?
nigga a munch.
and that's why
Women
relationships are
move
dead
like-
because
women move
everybody
like
lost their
niggas
roles, and men and women lost their roles.
Women move like niggas now. It's just
and
They
men
really do,
and men are
and
out here
it's-
being emotional as fuck.
Oh
Like,
yeah, they're being
Niggas
real
talk
messy.
more than bitches.
real
these days.
messy.
You know what I mean?
Like
It's
August.
just it's where we are. Like, thank
can't-
God I am
Stop
who I
it.
am.
August can't see what he's doing.
But if you ever want to be in a long lasting healthy relationship, like this place that we're at now has to be out, because that's never gonna. Men are never gonna be okay with women taking that I don't give a fuck role, and women are never gonna be happy with a man that is
Don't give a fuck neither.
is not taking the leadership role in that relationship. Like, so if both of these roles stay where they're at, relationships are dead.
Relationships been there for a
I
long
know
time.
everybody
though,
wants
for
to be
real.
in love without any.
I don't
We
think
talk
so.
about that a lot. I mean, you'll find your.
I don't
good
think
ones
relationships
here
are
and
dead
there.
because they're still old
I-
school people. There's still people with old
marriages
souls.
don't last anymore.
I think of if you pay
I
attention.
mean, marriages
to what's
was always
going
in
on.
trouble. 50%
But
of
what's
that's
the
been since the
point in
90s.
dating if you're not moving forward to being a couple and getting married?
Well, nobody wants to get married no more because everybody wants to replace the problem.
I think people
Instead of
pay
fixing the
attention
problem.
too much to what other people are doing.
Exactly.
If you keep the blinders on and keep your, like they say when you're a defensive back, keep your head out of the backfield. Keep your head out of the backfield because you're gonna get burnt.
You gonna get burnt or you gonna
Keep
get
your
pink eye?
head up. What the? Hey, yo.
Hey, yo,
Okay,
December,
I'm hungry.
December 18th, yo, Thaddeus Stevens College, we will be back. Holiday extravaganza. We will be celebrating all of the holidays,
Good
not
things,
just Christmas.
good
We
things.
celebrate Christmas,
Kwanzaa,
Kwanzaa, Hanukkah.
all of that.
We telling stories, we singing, we giving out gifts, bikes,
We got a
uh,
DJ. y'all
stuff for
can
the
eat
adults.
A little bit.
yeah, man. Like we're still putting everything together, but it's coming together beautifully.
Oh, you thought we was done?
Man.
Yeah, get that, cue that shit up. We going after that too. Yeah. So December 18th, make sure you pull up and make sure the Eventbrite, if it's not in our shit now,
It
just
will be.
yeah, it will be. But sign up at the Eventbrite, bring your kids, and yeah,
Also, check out ustreetmedia.com.
absolutely. And we will
Follow
be
us on YouTube,
back
TikTok, Instagram.
at the top of the year. We'll be back at Zotropolis for our shows. U Street last January.
You.
My phone will get me.
And I
jump
think
back.
Room Around in February, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's gonna be 2023 is planned out. But don't get us cut off. Yo, but yeah, keep following us and go to our YouTube page, YouTube, and TikTok. U Street Media on both.
Instagram too.
And if you like our reels, let us know. They have been getting a lot more traction than actual these whole shows. So you like something when it's just focused on the one topic. So I'm gonna make sure we keep doing
We'll
that.
give y'all what you want.
Keep them reels popping.
Absolutely. Shout out to the whole squad. Shout out to Hated to Love It. No, they come out every 2 weeks. So next week, shout out to Hated to Love It. And yeah, we got a bunch of shit planned for you. We always say that, but just stay tuned. We got
We always
Hollywood
say that.
Brownie in the building.
Bonnie the Body, I'm your daddy's favorite.
We got I Am Kenzie in the building.
Hey, it's your boy, Just Kins. I do it because I just can.
We got Alonzo Williams Jr. in the building.
Kill your masters.
And I'm your host, Blast. This is Say Less Podcast, episode 191. So Talking the City.
Let's go.
U Street rocks the world.